And your Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, conveniently located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, West Virginia. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, a proud supporter of our student athletes. And now, your Cucumber and Company pregame show, followed by play-by-play analysis with Chad McCune and Justin Harrison. Cucumber and Company. Get a full-blown website for no money down and just $125 a month. Call or visit our website for details. cucumberandcompany.com. Well.
All right, welcome to the Midland Trail Sports Network here in the Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week and your Cucumber and Company pregame show as we're coming to you live from Roger Eads Field as your Midland Trail Patriots play host to the Liberty Raiders tonight in Week 9 of the 2025 high school football season. Midland Trail coming in at 6-1, the Liberty Raiders at 2-5. Midland Trail coming off a pretty good win in the last couple. Two good wins in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
with a bye week in between.
Yeah, pretty exciting and pretty big. That was really a really big part of their season, the schedule, that you knew that was going to be kind of a big thing. So you would think that you would like to hope the schedule sets up even better now. You should be favored, like you'd mentioned before, that there's not really any betting odds or anything that we know of. But
be careful
if it was, you would think Trail would be favored on paper in these next three based on what we've seen. But this is a big one with Liberty because you got a team that gave you a little bit of a battle last year over there, and they were kind of hard to figure out early in the season because they looked like they were definitely an improved team, and then I think they've fallen on a little bit of hard times here lately, and you can probably speak to some of the – I guess they're going to be missing some players, it sounds like, this week. So
yeah, last year it was 28-18 at Liberty. Midland Trail came up and win. These two teams' first ever meeting was back all the way in 1990. Midland Trail won that one 26-6. Midland Trail actually owns the all-time series 12-3. So they've got the upper hand in the 15 games. Yeah, it looks like I don't know I know there's at least two out for Liberty tonight. I believe there was a little bit of a scuffle in their last game against Shady Spring 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately for Liberty, unfortunately for Midland Trail, Liberty was off last week, so they have to sit out the next game.
Right, you have to miss a game, not a week off. Yeah. So they actually will set out this game. So and that might actually be. That would benefit Trail a little bit. So, but you hate to see any team come in and be down on their roster. But it's you'll take any break you can get, because when Trail was going through that, with like at Summers County and stuff, you've got some players you're missing. Whenever that happens, nobody feels sorry for you. So you just kind of take it and roll with it. So hopefully Trail can keep rolling and not really have a letdown, because you come off a big emotional win like last week when you go on the road and take on James Monroe and you pull that thing off. You're kind of in a fight the whole time, even though it felt like you controlled the game the whole time. You end up winning the thing, and you don't want to come back and say, okay, this is step down in competition. You want to make sure you take care of business, especially on your home field tonight.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like we talked beginning of the season, but more after week 1, after Wade Midland Trail played against Clay County. We looked ahead of the schedule and we said, we think there's probably at least 7 games that you should be probably the favorite in.
Right.
We said there was 3 games that are going to probably make or break whether they make the playoffs, whether they're hosting playoff games or what. We said Chapmanville. That one really didn't go our way. I mean, like you said, they were missing a lot of key players. Don't know that you win that game, but it's probably a much closer game. You don't.
And Chapmanville's proven to be, still rolling undefeated. Yeah. So. And
then we said Nicholas County and James Monroe would be 2 that would be nice to get, and here we stand. And they got both of those games, and now they. And like I said, last couple of years, that middle of the season right there has been a tough stretch.
Right. Like you said, it can make or break you. You end up losing a couple of those, or heaven forbid you would lose them all, then you're definitely not looking at the playoffs. But you get, if you would split even, but Trails came out on the upper hand so far. So.
And I think, as it stands now, we hope this doesn't happen. They're probably in the playoffs with their 6 wins they have now. right now you're playing for home field. I mean, you win these,
Right.
you win out, you should definitely be
Somewhere around
somewhere
five
around
or
there,
something
5 or
like-
6.
yeah.
So, but we're going to set for the national anthem, so we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the rest of your Cucumber and Company pregame show after these commercials.
Diabetic Foot Care Center of Summersville is a proud supporter of Midland Trail student athletes.
To pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 11.
At the Cassis Dental Center, we believe in the total health solution. It doesn't matter whether you have a disease state or a healthy state. We're going to do our very best to diagnose everything that you need to have done. If necessary, we can use our 3D capability. One of the best services we offer at Cassis Dental Center is to control anxiety. The oral sedation helps you to feel like you haven't even been at the dentist office, although you can have a lot of dentistry done. We also do general restorative dentistry, which includes fillings, extractions, root canal therapy, implants, and dentures. One of the most unique services that we offer is the ability to have same-day crowns performed. It's quite rewarding to see families grow. That's worked for us for over 3 generations now. Changing someone's life by improving their smile is very satisfying. You haven't even been at the dentist office, although you can have a lot of dentistry done. We also do general restorative dentistry.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 1175 Smales Branch Road in Hyco. Call 304-658-3370. A proud supporter of Midland Trail Athletics. Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material delivery such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Raynell Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert.
All right, welcome back. We do know the screen is green. We are working on getting that fixed before the kick. We'll flip to our other camera. If that's not fixed, we'll flip to it now, actually. Yep.
That isn't as green.
It is not as green. Our second camera is having a little bit of issues right now, so sorry about that.
But we do have video. It just might be green. But better than last week when we were audioed only. But Trail did make their grand entrance, and we are set to see the captains go out and get the coin toss established. Captains for Trail looks like Mr. Swafford. Looks like,
I'm not sure. There was a bunch.
Who do I see there? Caden Knuckles. What's the other numbers? Who am I missing? Quincy Jenkins and that one's too fine a print for me to. Thought I knew most of them, but they threw. Yeah, I had Swafford. But the two Swaffords. That's 18. That's right. It threw me off but for Liberty, I can't tell. Is that a number 2? Number 35.
Number 2 is Jackson Workman. 35 is Landon Lusk. 70 is Connor Accord.
I believe that's 8.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit pregame. So their second leading rusher, Isaac Williams, is out tonight on the suspension. He coming into the game, he had 115 carries, 539 yards. So that's a big bulk of their offense that they are missing tonight. And from talking to the coaches, they said they think that they may be missing him more on defense than they are offense.
Oh, really? Okay. That's that's good to know. So as far as Liberty goes, we were taking a look at their schedule. Had a couple common opponents that they shared with Midland Trail so far this season. And they opened the season, they hosted Doddridge County, where they lost 41-6, and then.
All right, we got that camera fixed.
Are we back?
We are back.
And then they hosted Pikeview, which they lost that one 38-30, and then they also hosted Greenbrier West, and they won that one 27-14. That's when we kind of thought early in the season, like, okay, these guys might have a little something, but West has kind of fallen off and taken a step back this year we've seen. But also James Monroe was a common opponent, and they lost that one 42-21. But that was a fairly close game, as I remember, for a little while in that one. But and then James Monroe pulled away with it. But then they lost at Buffalo 38-18. They beat Westside 30-22. And they lost to Shady 40-20. And Shady's a little bit of a hard read. It's hard to tell what kind of team they have because it seems like they're kind of inconsistent. So, nonetheless, going into the season, we thought this might be a tougher challenge than normal, which you had said that Trail has a pretty significant record against Liberty over the years. But
I mean, Jackson Workman, I mean, he's going to be tough. I mean, he's quarterbacking, but he is sitting at 6'1", 227.
Yeah, got the size, and we saw him heaving it out there.
Yeah, he is 67 for 124 for 824 yards passing. He has 4 touchdowns, but he does have 7 interceptions. And running, he has 167 carries for 868 yards. A little bit of perspective. Roop this year has, I mean, we felt like Roop's carried the ball a lot.
Right.
He's at 147 carries. So.
Wow. Yeah, so he's being a workhorse from the quarterback position running the ball too. So
Jaden Roop he only needs 67 yards tonight.
To go over 1,000.
To go to over 1,000.
67's the number, huh?
And so odd, I think last week was one of the few games this year that he did not get in the end zone. He still ran for 117 yards last week.
Right, but he did not find the end zone. Trail is set to kick off here. We'll get this thing underway. I want to thank all our sponsors again, as always.
Bennett boosts this one. It's going to be taken about the 19-yard line by number 8, Colton Tolliver.
Swafford tracking him down and not letting him get past the 16-yard line. It looks 17-yard line maybe, though. Looks like they'll give him the 18 to start scrimmage. So Liberty comes out and see what we get. Looks like they're going to huddle up here to start with as they get this first play call in. I don't know where that phone's ringing, but oh, that was Bob's phone. All right, so Liberty said, looks like we're ready for action here. Liberty
they're going to have split receivers to both sides. And Workman's just going to keep himself over that left side. There's not much there, but he lowers his shoulder and tries to drag a few Trail defenders. He'll get it across the 20 down to about the 21. So he picks up 3 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and he's going to be interesting, like you said, because he's a little bit of a load, and Trail's pretty physical in the line of scrimmage, as we've seen all season long. So that's going to be an interesting matchup for.
He's not going to beat you with speed.
Just going to try to wear on you and kind of do the thing similar that we see Trail's offense with Roop do, where they just kind of pound on you a little bit, and then they bring a fullback in, and he's just going to do it all from a quarterback spot.
This time he has trips to his right. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking for the quick pass, nothing there. He's got some pressure. He rolls, throws it downfield. He's got a man open. It is caught at about the 43-yard line. Big number 13, Chase Shea, as he got behind the safety there. Looked like John Neal was there in coverage.
Yeah, that was he just kind of threw it up, and kind of what we saw last week. You wonder if they saw that from James Monroe. They just throw it up to the receiver and made a good play on the ball and high-pointed it. And
yes, it is.
They get that one officially. That was a pretty good pickup there. So Trail's defense going to have to be heads up. They had good pressure initially as he rolled out, but then he just kind of dropped back when he found he had a couple of yards in front of him to throw it.
This time he moves his running back Noah Ellis to his left, and he fakes it to Ellis. He's going to keep it himself. Gage Johnson grabs him from behind. He's going to pick up, give him 2 yards out to the 46. So be a gain of 2. Going to be to bring up 2nd and 8. Yeah, a little bit of just a read option there. He pulls it out of Ellis's stomach. Yeah, it'll be interesting see how much Ellis actually runs the ball tonight as he's filling in for Williams. And you see a little bit of miscommunication there trying to get him lined up.
Yeah, you can tell he kind of a little bit new to the starting role, but Workman, coach's son, he's I think he feels like he can put this team on his back, and he's
going to roll to his left. He's got a man open, and it goes right through his hands. That's his leading receiver, Tolliver, coming into the game with 25 catches, 330 yards, and a touchdown. And that would have been enough for a first down there if he's able to corral that one.
Yeah, good-looking pass. Just a little bit high and hot when he threw it in there. But, man, he delivered it on the roll, kind of rolled him to the left to get him away from some of Trail's pressure, get him on the perimeter to where he can fire. And he had a man there. That would have been good for a first down had he completed that.
He's going to go empty set here. He's going to go trips to his left. 2 to his right. He stays in the pocket. Uten comes with some pressure. This time,
there we go.
Throws it right to Brody Jones with the one hand. So
picking up where he left off last week with that one club, one hand. And if he wouldn't have tripped over his own player there, I think he may have went for a little scamper. But that they had him in the grass back here and was ready to throw him down, and he still threw that ball, probably kind of ill-advised.
Yeah, I thought he was almost past the line of scrimmage.
Well, and I thought he was getting close to out of bounds. Yeah. I thought he was close to being blown dead.
Was that Cordell Brown, I think, that had a hold of him?
Yeah, it was. Cordell was trying to get him in the grasp there and get him down, and then nonetheless force an early turnover. Trail's got to take advantage.
They give it to Roop, and he's going to go across the 50. He's going to pick up 7 on first down, out to the 47 of the Raiders. So Midland Trail gets a turnover, and that's really – they've been the difference this year. They've created a lot more turnovers than they have had on offense.
Yeah, late especially as he started getting into the season a little bit, it seems like his defense has kind of got loosened up to force more pressure and let these guys in the defensive backfield work.
Quick pass out to Johns, and he took off running before he had the ball.
Yeah, that was I think he saw the green turf around him. He was going to have a big pickup.
He's going to at least have the first down and then some. I don't mind that play there because, I mean, it still gives you up a third and manageable. You feel pretty confident you can just turn around, hand it off to Roop, and pick up these 3 yards. And so go back to that little wishbone formation. Diamond or whatever they're calling
Inverted bone or diamond, tray or diamond.
Trying to rip the ball out of Roop's hands.
I tell you what, he almost fell for a first down, but he's going to be about a half-yard short. So,
yeah, they were trying to rip it out, and he did a good job of holding on to it. So that's going to bring up 4th and short, and they're going to quickly line up and go for it. And I don't look for much different than what we just saw there.
Yeah, and you may get Somebody eager to jump off sides, but no.
They go to Roop, and he is, I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, man, I think he was just a hair short, and it looks like it's where they're spotting.
He's going to be about a half yard short, so that's going to be a turnover on downs as Liberty knew what was coming there.
Yeah,
and they just it out.
They ganged up on that line of scrimmage, and Trail didn't get the push they needed. Roop tried to get a second and third effort, and it just wasn't quite enough to
they don't
get him over it.
Not able to take advantage of the turnover there in the good field position. So they go 4 and out. That drop by Johns turns out to be crucial.
Right, might have come back to
that changed that whole drive up.
Yes, and now Liberty picks up kind of where they left off on the last drive, and
about where Workman threw the interception on the last one. So they're going to have 1st and 10 about the 45. And Workman does give it to Ellis, and he's going to have a short pickup before he's hit by Ewing and White.
Kind of running kind of high there, so Trail's going to be looking to knock him down pretty quick. But
see a little bit difference in White tonight. Max White wearing that little neck roll there. Xander Ewing also got one himself. I believe he's actually wearing, I believe they said, Coach Moore's old neck roll.
Bringing some of that Moore magic in with the neck roll.
It'll be 2nd and 9, call maybe 8 here for the Raiders. Max White coming in on a blitz.
Coming up quick. And the ball's
loose, and I believe
Trail might pick up where they left off.
Trail does get it back. Max White, I mean, we saw that blitz coming. And
wow, he was sneaking up to the line, and he was in the backfield before the handoff could happen and jarred that thing loose. And did Max White cause it and recover it?
I believe so. So Midland Trail, I mean,
good job defense.
Less than 4 minutes in this game. Liberty's ran about 5 offensive plays, and they've already turned it over twice. We'll see if we can take advantage of this one. This time we're in
nobody
at Liberty's 44.
Nobody wants the ball right now because they're just trading it off.
So Roop's got a lot of running room over that left side. He's across the 40. He drags the defender out of bounds. We're going to see if they mark him all the way down to about the 29. So that's a 15-yard pickup on 1st down for Jaden Roop.
Roop, there it is. He got to the outside that time and picked up a big chunk. So what we got there, 13 on that
15.
one? 15, I'm sorry. I don't want to short the Roop.
Actually 16. They're going to mark him at the 28, so give him 16.
We're counting toward the –
this time they hand it off to Ewing, but there is no running room there as he is hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's actually going to lose 2 yards there. He's going to back him all the way up to the 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this could be a little bit – I mean, we didn't talk about much pregame, but you worried about that hangover after big Nicholas County win. You had that bye in between. Well, now you got the big James Monroe win. And
right. Do you have a
little bit of a hangover, see how long it takes them to get going. Liberty has 9 in the box right now. They go to Swofford on one end. I was going to say that may be a face mask, I believe. Maybe.
When he dipped down, I couldn't tell what happened. I thought they might have got Cordell on a hold over there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
A lot of hand signals going on from both teams. Yeah, I think
they're going to call a holding because they're looking at the spot. They're going to call it at the 30, so it was a holding.
So again, they were in that inverted wishbone, but you had Swofford lined up back there.
That's what
on that one side, and it was just you got quicker guys. And I think Stevens was on the other side.
Coach Russell last night, he said they're going to run that formation, but instead of the power, they're going to bring in Stevens and
Gage,
Swofford.
And I thought did they have Gage involved with that? Oh, okay. For the speed, they'll have Stevens and Swofford, and then yes, you got really 3 different looks because you got your traditional that they're running out of now, and then you got Roop breaking off the left side, and
he's up over 25, cuts it across down inside the 20, and he's going to get the penalty yards back and then some. So he's going to pick up 25.
Yeah, so good job, Roop, and that. Seems like they found something around that left side for sure so far. So Liberty is trying to clog that middle up and shut down that heavy rush. But
let's have some fun out here tonight.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Liberty 16. They go right back to Roop, and he wiggles his way across the 15 down inside the 10. They're going to mark him right about the 10.5, so he picks up 6 there.
Yeah, so he's do some quick math, which is very dangerous. Looks like he's at
51, 57.
Yeah,
so
he's about 10 yards short of the 1,000-yard mark right now. So
he takes his hand off in the end zone. He gets it.
Unofficially. That's unofficial.
They give it to him. He cuts it back up. He's pushing his way inside the 10. He's going to be right at the.
Yeah, he's just short of it. Looks like he's going to be a half yard short of that first down marker.
So give him 3 there, and going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pick this up and got to be judicious with this. You got a second opportunity on the turnover that you need to cash in on points here.
Dickerson hands it off to Roop again. He cuts it across the 5, lowers his shoulder in the end zone for 6.
All right.
So officially that puts.
I was going to say, was that the 6 he needed, and then
that was in
6 points he got?
Yep, I think that puts him at 1,001 on the season through 7 games and half a quarter.
Yeah, so that's.
You can see much better from that offensive line on that second possession than what you saw on the first drive.
Yeah, and they got Roop outside a little bit, and I think that's trying to loosen that defense up, make those defensive linemen and those linebackers are cheating that line of scrimmage to run sideline to sideline a little bit.
Bennett's kick is up and good. So after a nice 44-yard drive there from Midland Trail, they take the 7-0 lead with 6:02 to go here in the first quarter, and that was all set up by Max White as he forced the fumble and picked up the fumble.
Yeah, good to see Max White back in full force. It seems like that ankle injury or lower leg injury he was dealing with from several weeks back has started looking a lot better for him, and he's returned to old school form like he was early in the season. So
we appreciate everybody tuning in here on the Midland Trail Sports Network and Facebook and YouTube. Also like to appreciate send a thank you to New River Network airing our game tonight on all their channels and on Optimum Cable.
Yeah, they do a good job. You have a slightly different view from their camera angle than what Rick's camera is, but they deliver a good quality product, so we're happy to be teamed up with them again. And again, a shout out to all our sponsors, Bear Mountain Campground and Sun Road Creations, and everybody else in between that airs commercials and helps do their part for us to bring you these games.
The anonymous donors out there as well.
Yes, we definitely appreciate all
this
this.
one. It takes a nice bounce, and it's
hot.
bobbled at the 10. Tolliver picks it up at about the 8. He cuts it across the 20 where he's tackled there by Swafford. About the 22-yard line is where Liberty will start their 3rd drive of the game. So far they've had 2 drives and 2 turnovers, and they've all been right around midfield.
So that was Tolliver?
Number 8, Colton Tolliver.
I thought that was he was pretty big in their game last year, if I remember.
He comes into the game as their leading receiver. He had over 330 yards on 25 catches.
He hurt Trail pretty bad. Seemed like he had several big plays in that game last year over at Liberty.
So Liberty going to start at their own 22 here. Workman's going to go empty set again. He's got 2 receivers each side and a little H-back. And I think he got Midland Trail to jump.
Gage might have been a little bit the half left side of the defense was eager, but
officials are talking about it. Midland Trail's already backing up. I
think they just assumed that was on them.
It is an encouragement.
They did get.
And I believe I don't know if this is the first time this year, but the mics on the officials are working.
Oh, did that come through?
I think it came through. I mean, game 4?
Well, they were working almost too good at James Monroe last week.
That ref did not have a good time.
He didn't like having to turn that thing on and off. He had it in a bad spot trying to get to it, and frustration set in.
So Workman with a 1st and 5, quick pass out to his receiver. It is caught, and he gets near the 1st down marker. That is Liam Daniels, their 2nd leading receiver with 25 catches and 307 yards. So almost identical numbers from Tolliver and Daniels. They both have 25 catches. Tolliver has 330 and Daniels has 307. They're going to give him the first down.
They gave him first down?
You almost don't hate
He was
that.
right at it.
You almost don't hate it. It's just going to be second and just inches. You're like, well, let's just go ahead and get rid of that down and let them start fresh with 10 yards.
Yeah, they are going to signal first down and reset these chains. So see if Liberty tries to get in a little groove here. Going to have to guard against the scramble pass, obviously, but maybe you can pick another one off early.
Workman's just going to keep this one himself, and he's hit immediately by Ewing and Uten.
Chopped down. He
got about 2 there.
I was going to say, it didn't look like he really got that much, but he fell forward. He's such a big dude. He's able to pick up positive yards just falling forward.
So 2nd and 8, ball sitting on the Raiders' 34-yard line. Workman's got Ellis to his right and 2 receivers to each side. Now he's going to bring Ellis to his left. Workman, it's going to be a little option play, pitches it out to Ellis, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, they blocked that up pretty nice, and Trail was just didn't have somebody in the lane over there to fill that. And
that was a nice little option there. It was a good, nice looking pitch there from Workman.
And that was who was the pitch relation man? Was it
Ellis? I
number
believe
7.
Number 7,
okay.
Noah Ellis. So he picks up about 12.
I was going to say 11, but it might be a little
13 there.
13,
34 to the 47.
Yeah, it was a good looking play. You don't see the option much anymore, but
it's a dangerous play.
Yeah,
they made it look pretty easy there.
Yeah, he had plenty of room around him.
Latrell bringing a blitz there. It's picked up great, and it is thrown to nobody.
Yeah, Max White just kind of bull rushed in, and he felt the pressure. Even though he wasn't in Workman's face, he felt him coming because the blocker was getting driven back in his lap, and he just had to throw it quick. So
incomplete pass there from Workman brings up 2nd and 10 for the Liberty Raiders as they trail 7-0 here. 4:43 to go in the first quarter. Midland Trail's had it twice, scored once. Liberty's had it 3 times, turned it over on their first 2 possessions. Interception and a fumble. Workman responsible for both of those.
Workman's just a sophomore this year?
Just a sophomore, yeah. He was a freshman, and now we got somebody jumping again.
Was that a false start this time, though, on the Liberty Raiders? So it'll back them up 5, bring up 2nd and 15, which will make it a little bit easier for Trail to try to get him behind the chains. Yeah, Trail still trying to get a
on the receiver out there, jumped a little bit early. So 2nd and 15 now for Liberty. As they're going to, I thought they were going to huddle back up, but they're just going to flip and go trips to the left here. And lone receiver to the right will be Parker Hodges, a 5'6" sophomore. Liberty, a very young team. That's what Coach Moore was talking about on Wednesday night on Sportsline, is he'd like to see this team earlier in the season. Maybe they weren't as more experienced. This time Workman's rolling to his right. He's under pressure.
Throws
it. He's got a man open, and it is caught by number 11, Liam Daniels. Nice pass there from Workman.
Yeah, I thought Jones was held 17 times getting pressure, but they did not call it. And Workman delivers a pass for, what's that go for, 24 yards or so, but good job to drop that one in. And again, Trail with decent coverage.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a step on Stevens, just enough to get the ball in there.
Yeah, had about a step or a step and a half on him to get it in. So
yeah, they're trusting their D-backs with a little bit of man-to-man coverage and hoping they can hold up. Max White
trying to time it again. Disrupted it.
Uten with the initial contact that slowed Workman up.
And everybody cleaned up behind, so.
They're going to give him about 1 there, so bring up 2nd and a long 8, call it 9.
Yeah, Liberty with Tolliver and this, this receiving core is, they're definitely a deep enough. They're enough of a threat for Trail to be able to respect it and not be able to just gang a line of scrimmage and try to stop that quarterback power. And in any run game they've got to play They've got to stay true to the defensive backfield and try to hold up with these receivers and hope that your pressure can get there quick enough so you can force these incompletions or another turnover.
They go to Ellis. He Runs through the line, hops over. Ball was
loose, but I guess he was maybe down.
So that's going to bring up third down. Yeah, I think Liberty knows they don't want to. Midland Trail offense capable of scoring a lot of points. They don't want to get in a shootout. They are not in a hurry at all. They're taking things very slow. And that may be a lot to do with a young team. Don't want to overwhelm them too much.
Right, and the quicker you go, the quicker you can make mistakes.
Yeah.
So at least they're not trying to tempo Trail, and Trail can kind of catch your breath and get set. But
3rd and 5 here. I mean, it's 4-down territory. I almost wouldn't be surprised if Workman just keeps this himself, but he's going to drop back. And
he's looking for somebody.
He's going to run up the middle, and he has hit
There's
balls on the ground, and it is recovered.
Was
by
that an
Brody
interception?
Jones. I don't think so.
I think it fell in his hands. It looked like it. I guess he wasn't throwing it. It got jarred loose.
It would not fall into Brody Jones's hands.
Into his club?
Into his hand.
Into his mitt? Into his one hand? That was either way. It was either a fumble or an interception. I don't know how they're going to officially rule it, but
I just know it's a turnover.
It's another turnover. I don't know how many we up to already
we're up to
here.
3 drives by Liberty and 3 Jackson Workman turnovers. This one stalls on a 3rd and 5. Didn't have nobody open downfield. He tried to tuck it and run. And I think the last second reason he fumbled, he pulled it back up to throw, and that's when he was hit.
Yeah, he got jarred, and that thing came loose. And
they go back to Rube. He's looking for the room. He's got a big hole. He's up across the 40. Cuts
goodness.
it back inside 50. Goodness. He's still weaving. He's still on his feet. He's going to be drugged down still on his feet. All the way down inside the 15.
What's your math tell you 17. There? Because he's well over 1,000 yards now. So
37
for the season.
We'll see where they mark it. We're still trying to get a mark here. Where are we going back? Oh, there's a hold.
Oh, goodness. Well, there's a flag.
Yeah, so all that for
was it?
Nothing.
Yeah, I guess we've got a hold. So that was a pretty impressive run nonetheless, but good thing I didn't write it down yet, because that would have been huge on his total. And tonight he's already was starting to put together a nice stat performance. So
yeah, he's not the shiftiest, but he
had a couple of slow cuts, but they were effective. It's like he just kind of slowly juked a guy out at midfield and then got himself in the open, and thought he had a chance to go there at one point.
Every bit of a 50-plus yard run, and Rupe's going to stay in the game. I'm sure he's a little winded. We'll see if they go back to him. Or
about 1st and 15 now for Trail.
15, so it was a spot foul. They go right back to him, and nope, Rick Dickerson's going to keep it himself. He's making people miss.
This worked well last week.
But the difference, I think, in this one was it was a designed run.
This was a design run, more of a. So Dickerson going to pick up
about 7 there.
7 total after got the penalty yards back. And
yeah, going back to that play against James Monroe, those that saw it, he turned the wrong way. It was supposed to be a handoff over the left side to Roop, and he just.
No one was home, so he decided, well, I got to get out of here and pick up something, and took it down the sideline. And you've probably seen that highlight several times now.
So 2nd and 8. They go back to Roop. He's got a big hole again. He's tripped up, but he's going to have enough for a first down as he picks up 9 across to the 39.
He's slowly picking up what he got cheated on the penalty. Took his big run back. So the line's looking like they're still doing their thing. It's good to see. We don't really have to worry about that as much now.
Riker Wood filling in for the injured Nick Workman. We hear Nick probably out for at least the regular season. But the good thing is that here Weiss is close to returning. That'll give him another weapon on offense and big on defense. Johns
is frustrated with himself because that's 2 that he's had a chance at, and he just couldn't quite pull it in. And those should be your easy dink and dunk, as they call it, an extension of the run game, where you just toss it out to him. And I think he is looking upfield a little bit too quick and not looking that thing in. And
but
nobody's more frustrated than him with himself on that. So
you know what I do? I'd probably just give him a handoff.
Throw it deep, or just give him a handoff. Get him involved.
Just get him involved and let him shake off. Let him forget about those 2 drop passes. And as I say that, he is in the backfield with Dickerson.
So that might be.
And that's people moving everywhere and still
a lot
trying
of
to get
shifting.
set.
2 seconds on the clock, and
they're
that's
gonna
going to
get
be
a
a delay.
timeout.
Okay, they called timeout. They had themselves fooled out, evidently, with whatever the motion and shifting was going to be.
So we'll stay here with about 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. So upcoming schedule here on the Midland Trail Sports Network. We will be live here tomorrow all day from 1 until about 10 o'clock. Mr. Curtis Miller will be joining me on the call for the majority of the games as we will be bringing you the SEYFL Super Bowl, Little League Super Bowl games tomorrow here on the Midland Trail Sports Network, starting at 1 o'clock with the flag game, and at 2:30 with the C-team game, and 5 with the JV game, and 7:30 with the varsity. We'll have 2 local teams in there. New River Patriots will have their B and A team in the Super Bowl. So if you're in the area, come out tomorrow for football here on the high school field. So the Little League played up here 2 weeks ago, and the kids really enjoyed it, and they get to host the Super Bowl here. I believe it's the first time New River has hosted a Super Bowl, so they're going to be able to use these great facilities up here in Hico.
Yeah, that'll be good. Big time for the kids to get up here on the turf. And
then we'll be back here next Thursday for the middle school championship. I believe it's the Southern Conference. I think that's the name of it. Southern 10. They go to Stevens, and on the end around there, he's going to pick up about 4. So the Southern 10 Middle School Conference, as Midland Trail will be playing host to Pikeview. Midland Trail knocked off Peterstown last night. I believe it was 16-12. So I believe they don't have to run another play here. There's about a 2-second difference in the play clock and the game clock.
Be there, Rick.
Was Rick calling for the reverse already?
See if they elect to run a play here in 3rd and about 6 before Midland Trail ball sits on their own 43. Looks like they're going to run a play. And they do. They give it to Roop, and he tries to get the edge, and he breaks one tackle, cuts it up. But the guy, I thought he broke, ended up coming in and corralling him from the behind, and that's going to be about a gain of 2. So that's going to bring up 4th and about 3. And that will do it for the first quarter. So after 1, Midland Trail leads the Liberty Raiders.
Now we got a flag.
Oh.
I was getting ready to say the end of the quarter, this will give Trail on 4th down a chance to talk it over and see what they want to do. But depending on where this flag falls, who this was on is going to be huge on this 4th down. Of what it's going to change some decisions a little bit because you're just over midfield currently.
Yeah, it's either going to be 4th and 3 or
4th and a mile and a half.
4th and a mile or 1st and 10. Still waiting on the call from the official as they talk about it. After the play. So it's unsportsmanlike on Midland Trail, so that takes your thought process out of going for it. So
yeah, you got to think you're punting for sure here, and you hate to think you had Roop down getting you inside just outside the 10-yard line, but it was called back for a penalty, and now you stare down another penalty that puts you behind the chains, and you're going to have to punt it away to Liberty. So
we're going to take a quick break here on Midland Trail Sports Network in your Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
Flat Top Fridays is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School Athletics. Flat Top Fridays is located at 2278 Old Court Street in Fayetteville. Flat Top Fridays offers regular cuts, specialty cuts, straight shaves, and much more for all ages. Call or text us at 304-640-3725 or 304-237-0251. Flat Top Fridays, a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School and our student athletes.
Welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network. After the penalty, it'll be 4th and 18 for the Patriots as Dakota Bennett set to kick off.
Punt it away.
Or punt away, yeah.
That's a good foot. And nobody back here to return it.
He was way back here.
Yeah, he backed way too far up, but That's going to work out in Trail's favor. That's going to scrimmage from the 24. So that was a great punt by Bennett. He delivered again.
Yeah, you'd like to probably, I would imagine you probably go for it there at midfield. Your defense played pretty strong, forcing 3 turnovers. But that penalty takes that decision out of the question. So Liberty will start 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, so you kind of like last week, but at least you have the advantage on the scoreboard, but you feel like you've kind of played.
You shot yourself in the foot.
Kind of, yeah, and then the turnover, and you kind of hurt yourself here. You've your own worst enemy at this point. So if you can shut this drive down and then get back to business and get this ball in the end zone again and get a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, you forced 3 turnovers, but you only got 7 points off of it.
Yeah, it's not.
Ellis brought down awkwardly there.
Hard hit.
Going to pick up about 2 or 3 there.
Max White and I believe Jet Ford was coming in to help pull him down, as well as.
Yeah, we'll call that 3, so to bring up 2nd and 7.
John Neal and crashing that in. So, yeah, so we give him 3 and.
Workman going to keep this one himself, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. That was, I believe, Brown. That was Cordell Brown who brought him down from behind.
Lose a yard, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Cordell got some good penetration up defensive tackle there. He just kind of shoved his way in the backfield. So kind of sniffing that, kind of like they did with Helms from Nicholas County. They've kind of snuffed that quarterback draw or quarterback power out a little bit and kind of limiting it to where they, at some point, and then man also last week at James Monroe, where they are probably going to have to go away from that.
Workman throws this one up, and it is caught. What a great catch there by number 13, Chase Shea, and he gets it all the way out to the 40. See where they mark it at the 49-yard line. So it's a nice pickup there on 1st down. As Brody Jones just couldn't make a play on it. He tried, but he had the size disadvantage there.
We got an 18-yard pickup there. These receivers are making some great catches and helping their quarterback out.
Yeah, because that one was kind of lobbed up there, but he just kind of put it right where only Shea could get to it. Workman's going to go empty set again, and he's going to keep it himself. And he's got positive yards. He's still trying to drag defenders. He gets all the way out to the 47, so a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, that's one of his better rushes on that quarterback draw look. So Trail will definitely have to stay at home on it. They've kind of done a good job to keep it under wraps so far, but that passing game for Liberty's doing just enough to keep Trail's defense honest. But these receivers are, like we said, they're making some big-time catches to help a quarterback out.
Quick screen pass out to Tolliver, who catches it and runs backwards momentarily.
I thought he was going to throw it for a second.
We pushed out of bounds after a short pickup.
Did he gain a yard? I guess he
gained about a yard.
Like about 1. So
3rd and 5 for Liberty. He caught it and then ran backwards about 2 yards.
All right, this is a big spot here for Trail's defense. I mean, the game is just a 7-point game. You're close. You're already in the 2nd quarter. 9:13 on the clock, and getting a big stop here on 3rd down, make them think about it. I don't know. They probably maybe feel like the way their defense is performing, even though it's been aided by penalties with Trail's offense, they may be able to think they can go for it.
In motion, and they fake it. Workman's going to keep it himself, and he is
hit.
stuck. I believe that was Jake Ewing.
He did take a shot. I'll tell you what. I felt that up here, but give him, what, 2 yards?
1. They're going to
1 yard,
45, so
and let's see what Liberty decides to do. I got to think they're probably thinking let's go for it, because they're across midfield and they're scrimmaging from about Trail's 45, so I think they're going to take her.
20 seconds on the play clock. They do get to call in, and Workman
Does Workman quick kick? we haven't seen quick kick in a long time, but
about 10 seconds here on the play clock, and somebody's going to call a timeout. Midland Trail's going to call a timeout.
Make sure they got the right defense dialed up here.
So 4th and 4 here for Liberty. Midland Trail uses their second timeout here in the first half. They will have one left for the remainder of the game. And I feel they feel this defensively. This is a big stop here. I mean, big play. You get the stop here, you're going to get good field position because you've forced 3 turnovers right now, but you're only up 7-0.
You've let them move the ball kind of between the 35s or 40s, but you haven't given them a ton as far as to look forward to. You've been able to play takeaway from them, but here you need to play takeaway on downs and get your offense back out on the field, because if they get this thing down in the end zone somehow on this drive, then Trail's going to catch yourself thinking, we've been feel like we're outplaying them, but we're not capitalizing on the scoreboard. Like you said, you got 3 takeaways and 7 points to show for it, and that's hard to overcome those turnovers if you're Liberty. But if Trail's not doing anything with him, you can kind of turn it over all night, and it doesn't hurt you as much as other than just losing possession.
So he's going to have a lone receiver here to the bottom of the screen. Going to have a back to his right. Workman's going to fake it. Throws it downfield, and it's just underthrown as he had his man open. Tolliver.
I wasn't sure if he was going for Tolliver or the guy that was a little short, but he didn't really. He had time, but Trail had good coverage back there, and they had a lot of blue jerseys around in the area. But he just kind of under-delivered if he was going for Tolliver that time.
See what Midland Trail elects to do here on offense. I mean, they've ran it ball pretty good just when they haven't had those holding calls, and they haven't. Dickerson's thrown 2 passes, and they've both been screen plays, right?
Right, yeah, so.
And we've got man coverages. They're putting 8-9 men in the box. They got 1 safety over top, and that is it. So he's got Foster down here at the bottom of the screen. You got Johns basically uncovered right now. They go back to Roop, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, that you said they've got, they're not really – wasn't respecting Johns at all. I don't know if that was just a misfit, or they leaving him pretty open, but they decided to go to the run, and that wasn't.
You get the ball to Johns there quickly. He's just got 1 man to beat, and that's it.
Yeah, you got to think maybe the coaches see that which their camera. Where is their camera? Their telecommunications camera or whatnot.
It's up out there.
No, that's maybe they're using a huddle. No, they can't use a huddle.
This time they hand it off to Gage Johnson. He's going to pick up 6 there. He's going 6. He's going to get it out to midfield. 50. So to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good job that time. Just kind of trying to mash him a little bit there, and
bring Johnson in motion again. They fake it to him, give it to Roop. He's trying to get the edge.
Good
He's
block.
Got the first down, and
Cordell took on 2 defenders and
picks up
by default sprung Roop loose and
picked up 19 there on 3rd and 5.
So then now you're seeing a big chunk by Roop, and that's when this offense goes, and if you're Trail's defense, you gotta shape up a little bit in that defensive secondary, because teams you play down the road are going to start looking at, can we just throw the ball up to our receivers and hope they make a play on it, and the defenders are not going to be able to out-jump us to
Yeah, that's why a lot of times
defend it.
Postseason just comes down to matchups. Are you playing a running team or a passing team?
Right.
This time they give it to Stevens, and he is tripped up from behind. That was –
who was that?
Number 13. Was that Shea? Can't see that was Shea. That was number 13, Chase Shea.
He was shot out of a cannon. He saw that one coming. Stevens, unfortunately, going to lose.
That's a big loss.
4 yards, almost 5 yards on that.
It's loss of 5, so 2nd and 15 now. As they said, they want to try to get the ball in the hands of Stevens more there, just to get a block.
Yeah, he's got some quickness to him for sure, and he's a determined runner, as we saw on that 4th down play at James Monroe last week. But, that time he just didn't have any help because the defender had a straight line
shot
at
right
him.
Through there. Dickerson's got Gage Johnson wide open. He catches it at the 15, and he's in the end zone for 6.
That was a touchdown play coming out after halftime on the drive at James Monroe they scored on the same. And Dickerson again just dropped it in the bucket for a total yardage. Played that time
36
yards. That was 36 that one went for. Probably about similar to what they went for on 4th down.
I think Gage Johnson has some deceptive speed. As it looks like the ball's going to be a little overthrown, but he runs under it.
Yeah.
Makes a great play on it, and that's going to be another touchdown on Gage Johnson, who has been a bright spot at tight end. They did not expect to have this year, as he has played offensive line his first 3 years.
I kind of was bummed when I heard he was going to be playing tight end. I was like, man, you're really going to miss him on the line because he wreaks havoc on both lines. But but on that offensive line, didn't want to lose that. But they had guys that stepped up to play on the line. They've proven Gage Johnson, is, like you said, has been a huge bonus for this offense.
Yeah, and that's the first time that Dickerson's had thrown the ball downfield. He should be 3 for 3 right now.
Probably needs to go ahead and keep pushing it downfield, because that the little quick outs didn't work out yet. So
hey, don't forget Midland's New River Patriots tomorrow. The game's starting here at the Super Bowl at 1 o'clock.
Yes, that was a good job by Trail. Capitalize on that. You get to turnover on downs, and you have a good drive. You get back to your run game a little bit, and then you mix in some of that downfield passing game, and it's good to see that. It's good to see it work a little bit with consistency now, where it's not just, in the past it's been, man, you get lucky. You feel like you get lucky and you hit one. Well, now it feels like if you get unlucky, you miss one, and you're more expected to come up with these pass plays and convert on these things. So, especially when you get somebody as open as Gage Johnson was, like you said, and maybe they thought, oh, this big guy's not going to outrun me, and he's got 5 yards on a defender. And
I think if they watched the film on James Monroe, they saw he outran that whole defense coming out in the second half.
Yeah.
Bennett set to kick off here. Midland Trail takes 14-0 lead, 6:25 to go here in the first half. This one's going to go out of bounds. Well, almost.
Did he touch it? I thought he might have touched it for a second, but
almost stayed in bounds. So they will start at the 35. It doesn't go down as a turnover, but you basically had 4 drives and you forced 4 turnovers.
Right. Your defense is doing pretty much everything it needs to do, and with the exception of just letting a few of those pass plays get completed, but some of that's just receivers coming up with big catches for Liberty. So
Liberty called a timeout there. Stay tuned. I believe at halftime we are going to have the Class AA state.
It's the state champion.
Class AA golf team up here. Talking to them about their big state championship. First ever team win if you don't count chess. I guess you may count chess.
We count chess. We count it all. If it's a state championship, we count it.
Where's the sign? How come we don't have a sign out on 60?
They're still trying to raise a little bit of money to get a sign, but maybe that is a good point. We need to get that. Trail wants to be known as like a secret weapon in chess. They'd rather keep that under wraps.
Is that why they haven't had a team in about 30 years?
Yeah, they're getting ready to come back stronger and better than ever. Saw some celebrities down the parking lot coming in and making it for their first game this year. Billy and Debbie McGraw coming in to check out the action. They
chose the coldest one of the year.
They've been chasing around other kids that they're watching in other sports, and good to see them back out.
So Workman set to take the snap. He's going to turn around and hand it. Oh, nope, that was.
I got loose.
Chase Shea took the snap and handed it off to Workman.
To Workman. I was going to say, what happened there? But Workman ends up with the ball.
And we got a penalty.
And 3 Trail defenders had a shot at him, but flag is down.
Could be a holding out there on the far right side receiver. Looks like they're going to walk it back already.
Yeah, he would have picked up 14 there, but you are correct.
See where they
so that's a spot foul. So it looks like
4-yard penalty.
Looks like it's going to be first down and 14 now. after they step off the penalty yardage. But
yeah, that was a little different formation. I believe that was Shea in there that took
the snap.
He's listed as backup quarterback.
Yeah, and then Workman they're just using as their wing back that they just handed it. Well, now he's basically a halfback that they're in this.
So Shea
fully
and a
loaded gun.
He goes back to Workman, but there's not much there. As Gage Johnson, along with a few other Midland Trail players.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, Trail is definitely physical to point attack, like we've seen all season long, and they're going to lose 2 yards there. But it's interesting that they are choosing to hand it off to Workman to take more of that abuse, because he's been getting banged around on pretty much every play up to this point. So now it's, he's in a direct line of fire with the defenders if he's taking a handoff. So at least at quarterback he could avoid it a little bit. But maybe they're trying to work on something for the future. Maybe his future is a running back and not a quarterback. But
Shea is a junior. This time Shea's going to throw it. He throws it downfield. Ryan Stevens trying to make a play on the ball, and
it would be a pick, but that's probably going to be pass interference.
To me, it may be offensive pass interference.
I was going to say, it looked like it was just a little bit of hand fighting.
Because Stevens was waiting on the ball. There's no –
right. It's almost like you let that one go.
It has to be offensive pass interference. I believe he pushed off to try to get some separation.
But would they – how often do you see him call offensive in high school?
Midland Trail's pretty confident here. I don't think – they're not – I don't know.
Refs are talking about it. It could go down as another interception. Stevens made a great play.
Stevens
athletic
almost
play.
Looked like he was the intended receiver there.
And that's the athleticism and contestedness you want to see on these receivers downfield. That's what you're going to have to be.
I believe
to be a good playoff team in the future. Still talking about it.
And it is on Liberty, I believe, from the look of the lineman.
It looks like they're moving forward. Liberty's kind of bummed that they're.
I mean, that has to be offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I didn't get to. I looked downfield too late to see. Oh, it's a sideline warning?
Oh, I guess they probably somebody
stepped out that way.
Yeah, with the ref going down the sideline.
He probably got bumped by somebody on the sideline when he was running down there. Good call, yeah. So I was going to say, he threw it like it was, at the play. You don't hardly ever see a sideline warning and the ball being right where the sideline warning flag comes from. But nonetheless, Trail Stevens with a great defensive effort, and you get another takeaway.
So that's the fourth official turnover.
Back on offense.
Trying to hit Johns deep. Ball sailed a little bit out of bounds.
Tell you what, that was about a foot longer than it needed to be on the pass. But I tell you, Race is you think about that Clay County game, Race looks night and day different. He's just confident in letting it go, and I think he just trusts his receivers which is a good place to be, because he's got guys that can make the catch. Unfortunately, just let him a little bit there, but too far. But
so it'd be incomplete pass to bring up 2nd and 10, 4:57 to go in the second quarter.
John's yet to get his first reception here tonight. There's the play.
Designed.
That's the play.
He stays on his feet. He gets across the 40. He's going to pick up 5 there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Was it busted that time, or was it called? It's hard to tell now. Huh? Is it the counter tray quarterback sweep?
That looked designed as he had about 3 or 4 lead blockers there for him.
Right. He started to the right, then he just spun around like they'd run that counter, and then just kind of quarterback sweep with everybody blocking for him.
So it'd be 3rd and 5. Ball sits on their own 46. Going to go with a handoff to Roop over this right side.
You think?
And there it comes.
Could be.
Oh, he tripped. He tried to make a cut.
He got a good block by Ewing, and he was going to cut that seam up, and Turf Monster tripped him up.
So clock's going to run under 4 minutes.
That's a tough one, because that's going to bring up a 4th down. And what, Roop lose a yard there?
Yeah, he lost. And they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, and they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Really?
I think that says more about your defense than it does.
Yes, but man, it's almost like you're going to give Liberty, a whole lot better field position than what they.
So 4th and 5. So they're going to go 2 receivers each side. You got 5 seconds on the play clock. He brings Johns in motion, and he does snap it for the quick pass to Swafford and is out of his hands, so that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough one. Swafford had his hands on it, but it was a little bit high. He had the yardage to gain if he would have pulled it in. But
so we'll see if this is one we look back. Like I said, you got a 2-possession lead. Bennett had a good punt on the last one, but now you give Liberty the ball in your territory at the 41-yard line. I guess you feel confident you've created 4 turnovers right now.
But,
so
but you also feel like you might be playing with fire a little bit because you give them, the 41-yard line of scrimmage of trails to work with, and they probably feel like they got new life because if they can get in the end zone here, even if this time comes off the clock and you go in at half, you're just down 14-7. I mean, you're fortunate to be down 14-0 really with the turnovers, but if they can this thing back within 7. Workman with the handoff again. He's going to get – they're definitely experimenting with this thing, which is maybe something they do, but Workman picks up a good, healthy 3 yards there and just taking it from the halfback position, and looks like they're going to stick with that for a little bit.
So 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Clock rolls under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of the Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week. Shea's going to pitch it back to Workman, and Xander Uten's there. He slows him up, and John Neal comes and finishes him off.
Took him low. Xander had him high, so
lost about a yard.
Yeah,
there.
Did they mark off a yard, or they just going to give him no gain? It should be.
I think they're going to mark it back. Yeah, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 8 here for Liberty. 2:23 to go. Imagine definitely probably 4-down territory for them.
Yeah,
it looks like Shea is going to. Well, I can't tell who's lined up at quarterback.
Shea looked like he had a decent arm when he threw that pass. Now it was picked off, but
looks like Shea is still at quarterback. Shea drops back.
Cordell's got him.
Somebody got
balls
loose on the ground, and B.J. Cole comes up with
Cordell got him from behind. He never saw him coming and knocked it loose.
Somebody was getting held like crazy. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, Trail was basically just rushing 3 that time, and then they backed a guy out, and then Cordell just kind of swooped around and beat his man and then knocked the ball loose. And, I think you had the other defender from Trail that was closest to him was getting held. So
is that the 5th or 6th turnover?
I've lost track. It's at least 5. I think it's 5.
5 turnovers and 1 turnover on down. So they've had the ball 6 times and haven't seen their punter once, and they haven't scored a point. So if you said, okay, we had the ball 6 times in the first half, we didn't punt once, you probably feel like you got a little bit of points on the board.
And Trail turned the ball over to you one time.
Yeah, and basically turnover on downs right there.
And Trail's moved the ball well, but they still only have 14 points to show for it. So, and not a lot of time to work with
Dickerson looking to pass. He's going deep. He's got Swafford open. He catches it at the 30, and he tries to break a tackle.
Still breaking tackles.
Still on his feet, all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That was kind of a scrap that turned into there that was all in one spot. But
so that's a 10. That's a 40. They're going to mark it at the 6. That's a 44-yard pickup, as that was a beautiful pass from
Race. Dropped that one in.
Dropped that in a bucket.
I
thought he overthrew him, but that's at 4.45 speed.
Yeah, he's got the speed to run under it. So
they're going to bring Roop in and Johns off here with minute 25 to go.
Now you got plenty of time. I thought you were against the clock, but one big play there. And
they give it to Stevens. He cuts it up. He's going to be drug out of bounds. They're going to mark him out of bounds.
Looks like he got about 3 there.
Give him 2 out to the 4.
So Stevens getting some work in the backfield. I like to see it because it
gives you something else to look at.
Yeah, and there was nothing more impressive than that run that he pulled off on 4th down last week. So you got to kind of reward him, keep feeding him some of those handoffs and see what he can produce.
Go back to Roop, and he's running over his own guys, and he's in the end zone for 6.
All right, now you feel a little bit better because you got a 3 Three-score lead now. It kind of feels more like where you would like to be with the havoc you created on defense so far.
And you get the ball back coming out in the second half.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be big for Trail. Was that officially 4 yards?
Officially 4 yards.
Okay. And another touchdown for Roop. So
Bennett's kick is good. So with 1:11 here in the first half, Midland Trail takes the 21-0 lead, all basically set up by the 44-yard pass. First play of the drive from Dickerson to Swafford. Swafford tried his hardest to get
he was trying to get loose.
Somebody had a hold of his arm. And
he was trying to shed elbow pads and everything to try to get loose from that and get in the end zone, but they were hanging on to him. And but yeah, that was just Race Dickerson again looking confident back there and just throwing dimes in a bucket downfield.
Let's get all the cowbells we can get in the horns. Let's make a lot of noise.
So Liberty getting the ball back here. They do have, I think they have 2 timeouts. They started that drive 2 drives ago, and I believe they called a timeout to start the drive. So I believe they have 2 here. We'll see if they come out quickly and try to do something here. But you got to be careful. You've turned it over so much.
If they turn it over quick, Trail might have enough time to throw another deep pass. So.
That's how quick a game flips there. Is they got the ball back in Midland Trail territory, only down 2 scores.
Right, looking to put 7 on the board and cut it to 7.
They could have went in halftime. They're only down 1 score, and now you're looking at a 3-score deficit with Midland Trail getting the ball to start the second half. So Bennett set to kick off. Tolliver back deep along with Hodges. This one's a short kick. It's going to bounce. Hodges picks it up at about the 23.
Got a good block down here. Who is that that's tangled up? Stevens and
Noah Ellis.
And Ellis that were playing through the whistle. All right, so Liberty will scrimmage from their own 36-yard line.
31.
31. I thought I looked ahead. Yeah, that might be the 31.
And so I imagine you're back into your passing offense because you're going back to Workman here with an empty set.
With a minute 6. Or is this your run package? Because
he's going to
fling it.
Quick pass, and it's caught by Tolliver, and he cuts it up. He's going to be near the 40. They're going to mark him at the 39, so a pickup of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Here's the clock rolls under 50 seconds. Workman barks out the orders, trying to get everybody set. He drops back. He rolls to his right. He's got Chase Shea wide open.
Had Max White on him as he delivered that pass, but
he picks up a first down.
Go for first down yardage. So
34 seconds here on the clock. Ball near midfield.
They got the tempo going now. Give him about 4 on that one, it looks like. So
clock is running. I'm not sure why they didn't use the timeout. They just burned about 15 seconds.
Yeah, that seemed like it took him a while to get it
back.
There you go. Oh, I thought Uten was getting him there as he was ready to step up.
Tolliver, and he makes a man miss and gets it down to about the 42, and the clock will stop there with 10 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that's the difference right now. If you use that timeout, you've got 25 seconds probably right now.
Yeah, they're definitely didn't help herself, but 10 seconds as they get the timeout in, and going to be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of Trail. And if you're Trail, you don't want to – I mean, with this little bit of time, you hate to give something cheap up right here before halftime, especially after working to get the ball back and put it in the end zone and get the 3-score lead. Because you feel like if you come out after halftime and put a nice drive together and score, you can take a 4-score lead and kind of feel like you're in control of this thing, especially the way the defense is playing.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll come back with the Dr. Bruce Cassis halftime show with some stats, and we're hoping to get the state champion golf team up here for a little quick conversation, how the last 2 weeks have been for them. And I'm sure Chad's going to partake in some of this delicious chili that Susan made for us.
Susan Lewis pretty much saved us here with this chili because
Rick tried to play it off for a while that he made it.
Rick was making it sound like, well, it's good that he didn't because I don't think anybody would have ate it if they thought Rick made it. But he didn't bring. He was able to buy the
He
crackers.
probably made the peanut butter sandwiches. Berkman dropping back to pass here, and he's going.
Okay, they did get a hold. I was going to say, it looked like Xander was held 3 times, and then Max White brought him down, but there was a hold after a no gain on that play.
So you want to accept this one? It's going to bring. There's going to be 4 seconds.
4 seconds
time
left.
for one more shot, maybe one more turnover.
Well, you know, when you got more turnovers than first downs, it's not. Yeah, they're going. Yeah, looks like Trail's going to back them up, and
yeah, because the downs don't really matter right now.
Right, you want to run this clock
about
out.
1 or 2 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just trying to make sure Workman wasn't hit there and got called for the hold. So it'll be.
Somebody's taking a timeout here, and I
believe that's Liberty's last timeout.
I was going to say it's got to be their last. I didn't think they had another one, but I guess they did. Yeah, I'll total up some of these stats and have a bowl of chili, and then we'll come back and thank our sponsors again and talk about this first half and look forward to the second half where Trail will receive that kickoff and get their offense back out there to
thank all of our sponsors like Sun Road Creations, Bear Mountain Campground. Get your reservations in. A little bit more still time to camp this year, or you can get your reservations in for next year. You can make those reservations at 304-573-CAMP. That's 304-573-2267, or they can be made at www.bearmountaincamping.com.
And Sun Road Creations can be found
at sunroadcreations.com.
Is that what it was?
I believe so. It's very simple.
So on the internet, they can be found, or on Sunday Road. So,
and if you're looking for a new car, you can go to the directchoicewv.com. And
what's a car and truck stock look like over there at Direct Choice right now?
40 units right now.
All right. I guess a unit's a vehicle.
Workman got time. He's rolling.
Clock
He's going
runs
to chuck
out.
It up.
Could be another turnover. Oh,
they just
goodness.
They just elected to bat it down.
But it slipped over their hands, and I thought the receiver had a chance from Liberty to pull that in, and he would have walked in the end zone if he could have got a hold of it. But Trail survives that one, and we go to halftime with the score 21-0.
Yeah, 21-0. Liberty's had 7 possessions, yet to punt the ball, but yet to put any points on the scoreboard. So we're going to take a quick break here in the Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week, and we'll be back with your Dr. Bruce Cassis halftime show after these commercials.
It's time for the Cassis Dental Center Halftime Report, brought to you by Dr. Bruce Cassis. Visit Cassis Dental Center at 138 Lively Street in Fayetteville, West Virginia. Schedule an appointment today by calling 304-574-0424 or online at www.cassisdentalcenter.com. It's time for the Cassis Dental Center Halftime Report, brought to you by Dr. Bruce Cassis. Visit Cassis Dental Center at 138 Lively Street in Fayetteville, West Virginia. Schedule an appointment today by calling 304-574-0424 or online at www.cassisdentalcenter.com. It's time for the Cassis Dental Center Halftime Report, brought to you by Dr. Bruce Cassis. Visit Cassis.
History. This fall, our Midland Trail High School golf team brought home the West Virginia Class AA State Championship. Please join me in congratulating our outstanding golfers, led by head coach Justin Barnhouse, assistant coach Jeff Eads, golf pro Indy Eads, and now our golfers, Ryan Stevens, Madison Rader, Ava Campbell, Cam Thomas, Evan Atkins, Jackson Barnhouse. Caden Tomlin. AA State Individual Champion, Jacob Brown. Gage Eads. Landon Cordell. Van Wood. And Mason Williams. This team demonstrated remarkable focus, discipline, and teamwork, representing our school and community with pride. They battled through tough courses, strong competition, and pressure-filled rounds, and came out on top as state champions. Their victory marks a milestone for our school, a reminder that success comes through hard work, belief, and trail pride. Let's give it up one more time for your Midland Trail Patriots, 2025 West Virginia Class AA State Golf Champions. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for making Midland Trail proud. Hail Trail!
That's right.
Muscle, baby.
At the Cassis Dental Center, we believe in the total health solution. It doesn't matter whether you have a disease state or a healthy state. We're going to do our very best to diagnose everything that you need to have done. If necessary, we can use our 3D capability. One of the best services we offer at Cassis Dental Center is to control anxiety. The oral sedation helps you to feel like you haven't even been at the dentist office, although you can have a lot of dentistry done. We also do general restorative dentistry, which includes fillings, extractions, root canal therapy, implants, and dentures. One of the most unique services that we offer is the ability to have same-day crowns performed. It's quite rewarding to see families grow. That's worked for us for over 3 generations now. Changing someone's life by improving their smile is very satisfying.
Flat Top Fridays is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School Athletics. Flat Top Fridays is located at 2278 Old Court Street in Fayetteville. Flat Top Fridays offers regular cuts, specialty cuts, straight shaves, and much more for all ages. Call or text us at 304-640-3725 or 304-237-0251. Flat Top Fridays, a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School and our student athletes.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber Company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber Company.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 1175 Smales Branch Road in Hyco. Call 304-658-3370. A proud supporter of Midland Trail Athletics.
Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material deliveries such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Right Now Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Right Now Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
At the Cassis Dental Center, we believe in the total health solution. It doesn't matter whether you have a disease state or a healthy state. We're going to do our very best to diagnose everything that you need to have done. If necessary, we can use our 3D capability. One of the best services we offer at Cassis Dental Center is to control anxiety. The oral sedation helps you to feel like you haven't even been at the dentist office, although you can have a lot of dentistry done. We also do general restorative dentistry, which includes fillings, extractions, root canal therapy, implants, and dentures. One of the most unique services that we offer is the ability to have same-day crowns performed. It's quite rewarding to see families grow. That's worked for us for over 3 generations now. Changing someone's life by improving their smile is very satisfying.
Flat Top Fridays is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School Athletics. Flat Top Fridays is located at 2278 Old Court Street in Fayetteville. Flat Top Fridays offers regular cuts, specialty cuts, straight shaves, and much more for all ages. Call or text us at 304-640-3725 or 304-237-0251. Flat Top Fridays, a proud sponsor of Midland Trail High School and our student athletes.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber Company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber Company.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 1175 Smales Branch Road in Hyco. Call 304-658-3370. A proud supporter of Midland Trail Athletics.
Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material delivery such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Raynell Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
We all make choices about health.
All right, welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network as we now have the state champion golf team up here. As I ran out of slack there, we've got Coach Barnhouse here. If you want to introduce yourself and the team, the players that you brought. We didn't have room for the whole team.
So I'm Coach Barnhouse. I'm third-year coach of the golf program. With me, I have two All-State players. That's Cameron Thomas, Jr., and Jacob Brown, who also was the low medalist at the state tournament. We have 13 players on our team and just won the state championship this year. So
13 is a lot. I remember I was on the first golf team at Midland Trail all the way back in 2006, and we struggled to get 4. So that's big. So how has the last 2 weeks been since capturing the state title?
Fast. Realization hasn't set in yet, I don't think. We're still enjoying it. I think the kids are starting to realize it's the first one in school history, and it's a big deal. So we're very honored by the way our schools recognizing us in the community. We got a lot of community support, and that's what has made our program successful.
I know you said you've always felt like this was possible. When did it really set in that this was it last year when you went up there or sometime during this season?
So I started 3 years ago, but actually I wasn't the official coach until a week into the season. And it's funny, it's very funny, Cameron, and we gave him championship T-shirts that I'm wearing right before the game. And Cameron had said, Coach, I remember when we had practices in the weight room. We would hit wiffle balls on the weight room. We would hit golf balls on the football field. I tried to keep them off the football field for Coach Moore and the boys. But our first year, a lot of our practices was at trail. I did that because, like you said, you didn't have a lot of players. So I wanted Midland Trail to understand we had a golf team, and I wanted to see our kids working. Well, our home course, Bridgehaven on the Gorge, in our second year said, hey, Coach, just bring every practice you want over here, work with the course as much as you want, changed our dynamic.
Yeah.
And Jacob was in 8th grade. I coached him in basketball. Him, Landon, Van Wood, Jackson, Gage Eads, a lot of them played basketball for me in middle school. Well, once we got through the season, we had a spring practice. And this was 2 years ago. And spring practice didn't go so well. And Jacob Brown was one of the kids that came up to me, and I had Landon. Maybe Van, I can't remember, but they said, Coach, I'll be in your top 4 by the time fall starts. I said, well, boys, you guys have some work. And then we had our first meeting 2 years ago, and the very first meeting we started clapping, and I said, welcome to a state championship team. I knew we had the athletes and the workers to work on it. What I didn't know is I had to learn as a coach of how to prepare. They won the regionals last year. I prepared them for the regionals. I failed the team last year because I didn't prepare them for our states. And that course is very hard.
Yeah, I think it's you go up to that course, I mean, Bridgehaven's a great course, but it's not the most difficult, longest course there is.
Well, our home course, I cannot brag enough on Bridgehaven.
Oh, it's great shape course.
I don't know this to be true. I felt like the greens played faster this year. Our kids started playing the stripes, the back tees to prepare for the states. Because what we didn't know our first year up there, I had a poor plan. Our kids played well. I failed our kids. When we went up there, we got there on Monday, the day before, which is what I was told. you get a practice round on Monday, and then the next day's the tournament. Well, that's a long day. The school gave us a send-off. We get up there, so by the time we get to Tuesday, we're a little tired.
Yeah.
And the greens were not what we were used to. And so last year was a learning experience for the guys that played. Same four played last year.
Did you go up sooner this year to prepare for it?
First, if it wasn't for Coach Moore let us work the concession stands this year to raise extra money. We've had some wonderful moms and dads that came in there and helped us support in the concession stands. And we had some fundraisers as well, allowed us to go up early. So we went up on Saturday. They got a practice round on Saturday. We can only get 9 holes on Sunday. It was already booked.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried a week out. I was already late. Cannot believe that.
So won't happen next time.
Won't happen next time. I mean, I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
This is just year 3. So Monday we had a really good practice round. Tuesday it was windy, and it played hard. As the day went, the greens got faster, the course got harder. Our kids played outstanding. And then Wednesday, we had a little meeting the night before. Something I like to tell these young guys all year. I said, I don't issue you guys rear view mirrors. And I said, you can go to Dick's Sporting Goods and go to the golf section. There's no rear view mirrors. There's no rear view mirrors on golf carts or in your golf bag. Quit playing the shots that you've already hit.
You can't change them.
Can't change them. And the point was,
you can learn from them, but you can't change them.
That's right. And I said, you got to keep this course in front of you. I said, we got a 1-shot lead. And I said, they're going to come out and they're going to throw some haymakers. We expect that. I said, play it shot by shot. I said, if you play it shot by shot, we'll win this thing. And they didn't need me, man. They just, I just wanted to make sure, remind them, don't play with the rearview mirror on.
Yeah. I'm going to cut you off because if anybody knows Justin, we'll be here until probably tomorrow. He'll still be talking. We'll let Cameron and Jacob talk for a minute, just how the experience has been for them and expectations going forward. If I think expectations after a state championship, I mean, anything less than that may be.
Yeah, I mean, ever since we've won, like Coach said, it's just like the community has like done so much for us, and appreciate it a lot. And try to get back-to-back next year, which we should be able to.
Yeah.
Still have the same 4, and just get better.
Too cold?
Yeah, like you were saying, it does mean a lot. Seeing like all the work that we put in during the summer and all the practices we have, and staying after practice and playing even more golf, and seeing it actually pay off means a lot to us and the community.
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal. I mean, first team state championship. I mean, like I was saying, I mean you've got a young team. I mean do you think it makes it tougher? I mean, now that you know and what they can do versus what's ahead of them for the next couple of years?
We had this conversation. I said, would you rather be underdogs or the ones expected to win?
Yeah.
It is definitely different preparing, going into it. I think they did better knowing that we was expected to win. They knew they had the ability.
Yeah.
One of our best competitions, we finished first in the rankings in WVSSAC at the end of the season. The team we beat in the regionals was Wyoming East, and they finished 3rd. So we knew we played good competition all year. It's always tough when you got that anticipation, but our guys work hard. They're prepared.
Yeah, the bullseye's on your back. I mean, like I said, it's big. I know the community was behind it well. I mean, everybody trying to keep up as much as they could throughout the day. I mean, it's big to bring the first really team state championship in Midland Trail history, and who would have thought it would have came when we moved up to Double A?
I would have never thought when we was practicing in the weight room, Cam, that we would be actually, I mean, I've been blessed with a lot of hard workers. We won regional 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
In a very tough region.
Well, fundraiser's not over. Now you got to fundraise for some rings.
That's true. We were talking about that on the way up here, and possibly what game it could be. So they were definitely talking about the rings on the way up here.
Yeah, I mean that's you got to show out. I said I've already put up money for the statue of you out front. I mean, I've got the drawn up. Everything's ready to go. So, we got to get us a sign down on 60 so everybody knows. So, appreciate you coming up here. I know you've probably the kids have done enough interviews over the last couple of weeks. They probably don't want to talk to anybody else.
They like it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure you like the attention.
No.
You like the chance to get to talk.
Talking, yes.
Yeah, so appreciate Coach Barnhouse. Big congratulations again for the Class AA state champions 2025 in West Virginia. So we've got about 5 minutes left for kick. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with some stats and review of the first half here on the Midland Trail Sports Network. Be right back after these commercials.
This is Dr. Bruce Kent.
Raynell Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home. Raynell Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Raynell Medical Center, excellent.
Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material delivery such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Welcome back to Dr. Bruce Cass's halftime show, as we are going to tally up some stats from the first half, as I believe Chad has a couple of those stats as Midland Trail leads 21-0.
Yeah, we got half. Unofficial, very unofficial, but let's hit Liberty stuff first. Their main rusher, no surprise, was their quarterback, Workman, and we got him down for unofficially 16 total rushing yards. The team rushed for 37, so Trail's defense doing a pretty good job against the rush, but Workman being the main rusher with 16 total yards because he had several lost yardage plays. Nothing that was a real big, a lot of minus ones and minus twos, but the team holding the team to 37 rushing yards so far. Trail's defense is, and in passing, Workman total was he was 5 of 9 for 8. He completed a 4 and an 8 yarder, but he had some 23 of 15 and another 15 that he threw downfield. And then as far as Trail went, the team has rushed for 116. Roops went for 99 of that, so he's about ready to break the century mark here tonight, and 2 touchdowns. So I got Jaden Roop unofficially for 14 carries, 99 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Race Dickerson, Trail is a team 116 yards, as I mentioned, but passing, Race Dickerson also not setting it on fire, but looking good when he's doing it. He's right. 2 of 5, 80 yards. So
yeah, I figured he was right at that century mark.
Yeah, so he's throwing it downfield as we get set for this second half kickoff by Liberty and Trail to receive.
Kick's going to be taken by Johns at about the 23. He's looking for some blocks. He's up across the 40, cuts it back inside near midfield. Nice return there by Zay.
Yeah, Johns finally got his hands on the ball, and he wanted to show what he can do, and he cranked that speed up. So sets Trail up with, we talked about this could be a more or less a knockout blow here if you can get in the end zone.
And I look for them maybe to get the ball into Johns here hands early, trying to get some confidence.
Just to, get him back into the mix, because those 2 drops were kind of uncharacteristic. But if Trail can, take advantage of this great starting position and see if you can pick up where you left off in the first half with your.
So we're going to go 2 receivers each side, and John's going to be in the backfield with Dickerson. Quick screen out to Swafford. Unfortunately, he caught that.
He caught it, but unfortunately it went for a lost yard. So that play's netted really minus 4 yards on 3 attempts. So it's not exactly working. I don't think they drew it up like that in practice, but they've got him in space. Yeah, all 3 of those plays, Johns twice in the first half and now Swafford, have had space around them, open field, but they unfortunately Race was a little bit low on that pass, obviously, but the passes to Johns were actually coming in. It was just, I think, like a lack of concentration when he was looking it in there in the first half. But
so we're going to go the same formation, just with Roop in the backfield this time. He's going to flip Roop around to his right side and bring Swafford in motion and fake it to Swafford, and got a penalty. Somebody left a little early, I believe, there.
Yeah, that -4 yards passing hurts Dickerson. Now he's down to 76. He was trying to get up over 100, but.
You know, it's a little chilly outside there in the bleachers, but it's a little toasty up here in this press box.
Yeah,
that heater is.
I don't know if that heater might maybe need to kick back a little, because, I mean, I know you're trying to warm it up for tomorrow, so when you get in here it won't be freezing cold, but.
So I bring up 1st and 18 after they mark off the, or 2nd and 18 after they mark off the penalty.
I'd take that heater and put it downstairs and let it run low all night, and then it'll come up this way and it'll heat the whole press box up. Not that you're trying to cater to the.
Or it'll burn down the press box. We won't have one tomorrow.
Well, you know, Rick said that he's going to buy us a new press box.
Basically run that same play, except they bring Swafford in motion more. Dickerson rolls out, steps up. He's going to tuck this one, and he stays on his feet. He's going to get all the way down to the 35.
Oh, nice block by Stevens that time. And he is fired up and race.
Goes
now
for
it's
20
almost
yards.
like he's looking for yardage to pick up.
So he picks up 20 there on 2nd and 18.
Yeah, I don't.
Just confidence is about all he needed.
Yeah, I think he realizes that he's pretty quick-footed, and Roop was back behind the play. I don't know if he lost a.
He was trying to shoot.
Oh, okay. I thought he might have lost a mouthpiece and he was picking it up, but yeah, Race just kind of. Once he picked up the first down, you're like, okay, it looks like he's going to get tangled up, and then he just kind of did a little dance move, and
they bring Roop off as he's still trying to get his shoe tied, and they bring Johns in at the tailback position, and they're going to get a delay of game.
Oh, goodness. You don't have Liberty. Liberty's got some decent size on their defensive line, and
I think that was really – they were a little confused there. They brought Roop back there waiting on him getting his shoe tied, and then he came off.
Right, it kind of stalled things out. Liberty's got some size on their defensive line, but they're not exactly bringing extra people into the box like they're playing close to the line, but you've got to respect this pass.
Dickerson looking for Stevens and just out of the reach.
Yeah, that would have been lights out, but
Stevens had a step on his man.
A little bit out of bounds, but still like it. That's twice tonight that Race went for his man and went a little long, but it's long out of bounds, so you're not putting it in harm's way where the defender has a chance to intercept or anything. So, and that's just a timing thing that they can work on and hopefully rein that in a little bit.
So 2nd and 15 now from the 40. Root back into the ball game with his big blockers in front of him with Johnson and Ewing. They go right to Roop, and he cuts it up the hole, and he's across the 35. He's got the first down and then some as he's down inside the 20.
Yeah, Roop is doing his thing now. He's kind of
picks up. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at 20, so he picks up 20 there.
He's well over the 100-yard mark now, so.
That'd be 1st and 10 ball. I think let's give him 21 there. They're going to mark it at the 19. This time they got Jet Ford in at receiver along with Swafford. Bring Swafford in motion. Looking for Ford and got tangled up with his man out there as he tried to cut.
They might have a chance of interference penalty there, but it's a good thought. You had a good position there. If he could have just got freed up and stepped into the open.
So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. 9:36 to go here in the third quarter. They lead at 21-0 over the Liberty Raiders. Got John still in at running back. Dickerson looking to pass again. It's under pressure. He's just going to keep it himself and try to pick up what he can. And he's going to get maybe about a half a yard there, and that's it. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 9.
Couldn't tell if he took a shot or if he just got slung around
Kind of got slung around
once,
a little bit. Comes up a little slow there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that, but.
So 3rd and 9 here. Ball sits at about the 18.5-yard line. Clock rolls, getting set to roll under 9 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to squander this. You've driven it down inside the 20, so got into red zone. Let's capitalize here. And
trips to the right, jet forward lone receiver to the left. He's got man coverage. John's open on the wheel route, and he's looking for a hold there.
Yeah, he thought he was tangled up, and I don't know if he ever saw the ball. It came out a little bit quicker than I think what Johns was looking for, but Race had to kind of deliver it. But
bringing on Gage Johnson, so this is Gage Johnson territory.
This is Gage Johnson. I thought you might see Bennett, but maybe just a hair outside of it. I don't know. I mean, it's probably within his range, but
I think Gage has had such a big year. He's just going to forego his senior basketball season, just work on his football for college.
Just sticking the tight end.
Coach Miller's going to shake his head on that one.
He's in full support of that.
Dickerson dropping back to pass. He's looking for Johnson, but he's got Zaylon Johns wide open in the end zone.
We got a flag, though.
We got a flag, and it's at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness. That was a good-looking play. I thought he was going Gage all the way, but Johns was a better option because he was open.
Somebody wasn't set, maybe, unfortunately, because that was
Swafford was still checking.
It was about to be a good capper on a nice drive to open this second half, but
illegal shift. But, I may just go back to that play and see if they're smart enough to cover it up again.
I was going to say, somebody might be open because you had really two guys open there that you could have got the ball to, so see what defense Liberty
Unfortunately for Johns, you're not going to get much easier touchdown.
No, that was wide open from me to you.
Dickerson basically looking for the same play. He's under pressure. He's rolling out. He's got some running room in front of him. He's across the 20, 15, and he's going to get the first down and go out of bounds.
All right.
Race Dickerson, great
first down trail.
Run there.
Great awareness for the situation because he wanted to drop that thing in because he was feeling it from that last play that didn't count, but luckily he realized he had a good 11 or 12 yards that he could pick up that first down. So
yeah, he had plenty of green turf in front of him, and he gets it actually all the way down to the 8, so it'll be first and goal from the 8.
Don't want to see Race getting ran so much that he gets beat up, but it's a nice element to the offense that you can add.
And Roop runs it around the outside, cuts it up. He's in the end zone for the hat trick as that puts Midland Trail up 27-0.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jaden Roop again just doing what he does, 3 touchdowns. One more, and he's going to go for the Al Bundy 4 touchdowns in one game, but he pulls off through. I thought it was 5 touchdowns, but I asked that Alexa woman that's in the window what the Al Bundy thing was, and she said it was 4 touchdowns in one game. So, because I always thought he was counting 5 too, but I couldn't remember. So.
Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
What'd you do? Did you just Google that?
Yeah, I didn't ask whoever you said you talked to.
Oh, did you ask the other one?
Yeah.
The lady in the window. All right. Bennett does his thing like Roop did his, and Trail's looking at 28-0 with 8:20.
Yeah, you talked about
that. Third quarter.
That could be the knockout punch. You're able to come out and put 6 on the board. It looked sketchy at times. You got it, and then you had the illegal shift. But like you said, great awareness from Dickerson on 4th down. He probably could have forced it there. I mean, but realizing the situation there, if it's incomplete, it's turnover on downs, and he just rolled out. And
I love having that part of his game now that he's kind of, he's got the speed and he's got some quickness, and as long as he holds on the ball and he don't take any unnecessary shots, and he's a whole nother dimension to the offense now that a defense has to account for. So, and you don't do it enough that they're going to account for it a lot, but you can break it out when bail yourself out of trouble a little bit. So,
yeah, and you realize, like you said, I've heard Coach Moore mention a lot about teams as he doesn't like to see younger teams later in the season. But, I mean, this is a team, Midland Trail. This is a much different team, especially with Race Dickerson, who was a first-year starter coming in as a sophomore and 8 games in, and he's finally starting to look the part. quick watermelon kick, and it's taken about the 38, and he is shot to the ground quickly by Ryan Stevens.
Oh, Stevens delivering it, and the Liberty return man, I believe that was number 7. He wasn't taking too kindly to it, but man, it was just a good shot. It was clean. It was.
Yep.
But he brought he lowered the boom and brought the heat. So
it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Raiders.
All right, let's see if Trail's defense can keep the turnover parade going.
Workman going to hand this one off, and
that's going nowhere.
Backwards. We do want to give a shout out to the Valley Pre-K 8 middle school 8th graders. Coach Sparks and the administrators brought their 8th graders up here to check out Trail, as they'll have a decision to make in the next 6 months where they will go to high school, as they have the option for Riverside, Oak Hill, or Midland Trail. We know the best option, and we hope they make that decision.
And that is should be an easy decision.
Yeah, good showing tonight from the football team.
Yeah, I think they might have done enough early that that crew might have already decided to roll out.
Got a little chilly.
They might have got a little cold in the stands.
Workman trying to find something, and he just throws it up. He's got a man wide open. He's up across the 30. He's going to be chased down by Stevens, as he was able to connect with Liam Daniels, who something you worry about a few times is breaking free in that secondary, and Daniels went for about 50 yards there almost.
Yeah, and as quick as Trail took the 4-touchdown lead, it's a kind of a bust on the defense, and he just breaks it wide open and
gets it all the way down to the 18-yard line. Good. We thought he may have been going, but good job by Stevens showing that speed there.
What was that, 48?
39, about 45 yards.
45. So a little bit of life by Liberty's offense now. So
knocking on the door for the first time tonight, and Workman's going to keep it himself, and he's got running room. He's inside the 10. He's plowing forward toward the end zone. They're going to mark him all the way down to the 2.
Yeah, they're blocking it better now.
So it's going to be first
quarterback power.
1st and goal for the Raiders, and about the 2. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 2 for Workman and the Raiders, and I don't look for him to do much different here, as he's got an empty set. He's probably just going to keep this one over that right. He goes right side, and he is in the end zone for 6. As
Trail defense throws him back, but he already broke a plane to the goal line, so they do signal touchdown. So the shutout
is no more.
Has been unpreserved. So Trail's defense will definitely have to, all aided by that one big pass play over the middle. So,
and that's been a little bit of an issue over the last couple games, is that pass play,
big play, yeah. And Liberty kind of flirted with it. They completed some stuff downfield in the first half, and just you had defenders close, but they're at least able to get the receiver down.
Hodges' kick is blocked. I believe that was John Neal who may have got a handle on it.
Somebody's shaken up, and I believe it was John Neal. I think he might have overextended a little bit when he came in. Looks like he's going to be all right. Well, we still have another guy.
B.J. Cole is shaken up as well. So while they tend to the injured Patriot, we're going to take a quick time out here on the Midland Trail Sports Network. We'll be right back after these commercials.
More serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Raynell Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
At the Cassis Dental.
Welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network. The injured player was Ryan Stevens, and he was able to he got off the field under his own power. A little bit of a limp there, so we hope he's okay as they look at him on the sideline right now. A little bit of a collision there on that blocked extra point. Hodges set to kick off for the Raiders. 6:24 to go here in the third quarter. Midland Trail leads at 28-6. It's taken by Swafford.
It's got a chance.
22.
Nice juke.
He's still on his feet. He gets all the way across the 40, and somebody jumps in late there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was in motion and couldn't stop, but he did kind of pile in.
Yeah.
It was clean, relatively legal play. But
so 28-6, Midland Trail will take over at their own 42-yard line where the offense will be set up again after the last drive ended in Jaden Roop's third touchdown of the night. That little heavy formation. Goes right to Roop, and he cuts it up. He's across the 45.
Oh, goodness.
Midfield, and he's got reservations for 6, and there ain't nobody catching him.
He just went Al Bundy. 4 touchdowns, 1 game, boys.
58 yards.
That classic Jaden Roop.
So that drive took 14 seconds, and that's how long it took for Jaden Roop to go 58 yards to the house.
Yeah, that was all Roop. He did have a little move there at the beginning, but that was really his only resistance, and it just opened up.
I was a little confused because he had a lot of room on that outside, and he cut up one time, and I think he went in untouched there.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed the speed. We don't know him for having that burst, but he's as much as strength. But
Dakota Bennett,
once he gets in the open field, he's going.
Extra point good. Bennett 5 for 5. So just as Liberty cut it to 22, it's all the way back up to 29. Just like that, one play later, Jaden Roop with the, I guess we'll call it the Al Bundy.
Yes, that's what it is. That's known. That's pretty much a universal thing. It's scientific fact. 6:01 in the third quarter, and Trail sitting on a 35-6 lead. But they got that block on the extra point. Stevens got shaken up a little bit and then came off under his own power, so that was good to see. But yeah, Trail receives that kickoff. Good starting position by Swafford, and then all Jaden Roop from there. And this, I think you can't say enough about Bennett and his special teams and how solid that's been. That's something that you can kind of rely on. You don't have to worry about it being a liability this year. He can do stuff from, field goal was huge the last game against James Monroe, and then
he made a field goal?
Oh no, he didn't. But if he needed to, he would have. I was thinking that they had that 11-point lead, but that was because of the field goal that James Monroe kicked. But he's been solid in the punt. His punt game has just been coming along, and then he makes these little plays like, had a Nicholas County game with the heads up to flip the thing out. Yeah, on the punt where you were where it was blocked and it looked like it was disaster. So he's been really solid this year. So good to see in the special teams category.
Bennett going with the little watermelon style kick as he did on the last one. It was covered up well by Liberty. This one's on the ground and it's just jumped on about the 41-yard line by Shea. So Liberty will start there on their own 41.
Yeah, just kind of a hard squib kick, and then he just covered it up quick and decent starting position for Liberty, but it seems like their offense is just kind of – it seems like it's either a quarterback draw or throw it, for 20 yards. But,
as much as Liberty's thrown tonight, I don't believe that we have a sack.
No, we haven't. Yeah, you're right.
Been close a few times. I don't know. You could maybe call that one that he fumbled earlier. He was hit as he was throwing.
Right, he did get pressured by Max White.
Probably we'll call that one. So Workman dropped back pass, looking for the screenplay as it was set up pretty good, but Max White and I can't tell who that was over there. That was Quincy Jenkins, I believe. Is it Jenkins or Cole? I can't tell if that's 0 or 8.
I thought that was B.J. Cole, but it might have been.
It was Quincy, or no?
I think it was B.J. Cole.
It was B.J. Cole. 0 and 8 look very similar.
Yeah.
They're not built much differently.
Quincy Jenkins is on the sideline, so unless he's really fast, I think.
Workman under pressure again.
Nearly had him.
And there's, I don't think it's going to go down unofficial. He got a yard.
He got a yard.
Xander was close to a sack there. But he came up a little slow there. I think that neck roll may have made Xander
slowed him
a little
down
slower.
It may have held him back a step. Yeah, I think you're right.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Xander coming into the game with 11.5 sacks. Hadn't been able to add on to that yet tonight. I have a feeling he's going to have more opportunities.
So he's sitting on 11.5 right now?
11.5, and only because he missed 2. He missed 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, so.
Workman looking to pass again. He's going to unleash this one. He's got a man open right at the first down marker.
Did that bounce? Looked low, but
it's going to be just enough for a first down.
First down, so.
Offset's right at midfield.
Yeah, he job to pull that one in. He just kind of sat down between the linebackers and the DBs and pulled that one in low, and might have been at turf level that he pulled that in, or just below turf level.
So 1st and 10 at midfield. Workman empty set as he's been basically every play this drive. Bringing Tolliver in motion and fakes it to him. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get short yardage before he is pulled backwards. They're going to give him 2.
Yeah, that's his best run on that was the play that set him up for the touchdown, where he got basically 7 yards on it, and almost got in the end zone, and then he found the end zone 2 yards later. But Trail's defense has done a good job to kind of snuff that out. We've seen that a lot this year, and it's got to take a toll on these quarterbacks because he's rushed.
He's coming in this game. He's carried the ball 167 times and he's thrown it over 100 times. So he's definitely taken his fair share of licks.
That was carry number 17 on the night for him.
Quick pass out to Shea, and he's not able to corral it with that one hand. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here, with 3:39 to go in the 3rd quarter.
So that's where you had them before, 3rd and long, where you want them, but obviously they're in 4-down territory with the score and the down and distance. No matter what happens here, unless they would get thrown for a 20-yard loss, I would think. But then again, they may still go for it.
You know what they say.
3 games from the last game of the season, you go ahead and don't hold anything back.
Yeah, for Liberty to have any playoff hopes, they'd have had to win out basically their last 3 games.
Yeah, Double-A's so
he's going to throw it deep, and he ended up going short.
Yeah, he went short. I think he would have been better off throwing it deep because he threw it so hard.
It went right through Daniel's hands.
Yeah, he had a good shot at it. It was right there.
Yeah, we talked about. I think that's the thing about Double-A this year. It is very top heavy. I mean, Midland Trail going to be tough to crack that top 5. I mean, even they're going to take a time out there. Let's look around at some scores. As there was a good chance number 1 and 2 tonight lose in Double-A.
Frankfurt was playing
Herbert Hoover.
So that's a Double-A playing a Triple-A in Herbert Hoover.
Number 1 in Triple-A, Princeton taking on number 1 in Double-A.
Independence.
Independence and
website went down.
Website went down. Let's try this again. All right, one more time. Princeton leads Independence 35-17 in the third quarter. Let's go on down and see if we have number 3 in AA in a dogfight tonight, Bluefield against Greenbrier East, 14-13 in the third quarter. Oak Hill, number 12 in 4A, Oak Hill all over South Charleston, 34-0 in the fourth quarter. Move on down to double. So Frankfort is all over Herbert Hoover, 43-25 in the fourth quarter. So Frankfort stands to move to number 1 if Independence falls.
They blew the horns.
Number 5, Doddridge County leads Williamstown 40-19. Number 6 in AA, Mingo Central leads Lincoln County 35-6. So fourth down, Workman
had
got a
pressure.
man wide open. He's got down to 40-35, got one man to beat, cuts it up, stays on his feet, still on his feet, and he is in the end zone for 6.
Wow.
So 4th and 8 from 48 yards out.
That was a great play. Yeah, that, and then a lot of individual effort there. So
yeah, Tolliver, he said he had good. It was set up perfectly. He came across the turf in front of him, and then he did the rest from about the 20 in there himself, and that makes it 35-12. And that's, like I said, that big pass play is always a possibility. And
yeah, if you're trailing your defense, you feel good about what you're doing up front and against the run and getting some pass pressure. But man, some of these quick hitters across the middle and stuff are just leaving some guys.
You got Stevens out right now, so you're missing a starter. This kick is maybe good.
It might be good.
It is good.
It is good.
So that's 35-13, 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. Unfortunately, Midland Trail's probably still a little too close. You got to keep those starters in for a little bit longer. Look at a couple more scores. Roane County leads Nicholas County 32-6. Roane County sitting there at number 8, right behind Midland Trail in AA. Chapmanville defeats Logan 42-7. Unfortunately, that means nothing for Midland Trail. That's what's really killing Trail's schedule this year is the way the point system way it works now. The team you beat, any team that they beat, you get points for. But the team, if you lose to a team, you only get their bonus points if they beat somebody in their class. And Chapmanville this year only plays 2 AAA teams. So,
Logan was ranked ahead of
yeah. Yeah, well, Logan's behind you in the standings now. Logan's going to drop 2 in a row after they lost to Mingo Central last week. James Monroe knocked off Westside last night 34-18. Clay County leads Ravenswood 41-0 in the third quarter, so there's you a bonus point there. Kickoff by Liberty is short, going to be taken by Aiden Foster at about the 29. And he's up across the 50. Good return there. The kicking tee got kicked by somebody. Braxton County and Pikeview right now in overtime, so if Braxton County come up with a win there, that'd be a nice bonus point, maybe not expecting. Polka trails Sissonville by 4 in the fourth quarter. Wyoming East leads Summers County 25-8.
Did you say Nicholas County?
Nicholas was down while you were eating chili. I was talking about that.
Oh, okay. Chili? What are you talking about? Susan Lewis chili? Did we mention that Rick had one job to do, get crackers and sour cream, and he only got crackers? But he said he'll do that the next time. He'll deliver that. No, but sour cream. That's what Harrison's requesting. So maybe a little cheese.
So 1st and 10 for Midland Trail at the Liberty 40s. We're going to reset on the play clock. 35-6, 3:09 to go. Dickerson looking to pass. He's got Swafford open, and it is intercepted as it was just underthrown. So intercepted by Liam Daniels there. And Dickerson knows what he did wrong there. I mean, he just left that one a little bit too short. And Daniels just made a good play on the ball.
Still in good position here, but you feel like you want to put these guys away, and they're still fighting.
Yeah,
they're not rolling over, so – they just got in the end zone and got up to 13 points, and now they've intercepted the pass. So now they feel like they're in high cotton here with even though they're on their own 20-yard line, they got 80 yards to go, but if you're trail on your defense, you got to tighten up on that pass game and not let this stuff get out of the gate on you.
So Liberty got 6 seconds on the play clock, and they're still getting lined up. 3, 2, they do get the play off. Workman looking to pass, and he's under pressure, and is that Xander that got him? So Xander finally gets that sack.
Xander on the tackle.
Nope. He didn't do a backflip there, so that knee may be acting up again.
I tell you, he just kind of bull rushed his man. I didn't think that was him. I couldn't tell who it was because he had a man tangled with him. Almost looked like he was getting held, but he just forced his way back there. And I think he said, man, I don't have a sack yet. I got to get this one or I have to walk home again.
Workman looking to pass again. He's got all kinds of time. And he just misses Tolliver there.
That's no good.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 15. Ball sitting on.
3rd down about 15.
Where's the ball spotted at? Ball sitting on the 15, so we'll call it 3rd and about 15 and a half. Going to go trips to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Be man coverage here all around. But Max White drops into coverage. And it is almost intercepted and almost caught.
It was.
Shea and Neal were both there.
Neal made a great play on the ball. It looked like he was going to come away with it. And the receiver almost caught it on the bobble from Neal. So
it brings up 4th and 15. And
nonetheless, 4th and 15. They're behind the chains.
They're going to bring the
deep
punt
in
team on
their own territory. And it looks like we may see them punt for the first time.
Yeah, so 2:06 left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to see the first punt for the Raiders.
I was going to say from either team, but we did see Bennett's punt earlier.
Once.
But, yeah, odd to see a team with 13 points only just now punting with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, like you said earlier.
Liam Daniels will handle it.
Oh, they were bringing the heat, but this is a straight-up punt.
Yeah, Midland Trail got in there, but nobody touched the punter.
No, we got a late flag over here. John Neal was closest to the ref. Don't know what that was.
Was it after the play?
What is that laying by the 5? Is it not by the 5 and the 50? Is that not a flag?
Yeah, that is a flag.
And the ref is.
There's a punt. Oh, I see the flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
He's standing over it now. He's taunting it. He's standing over it. I thought he was going to run over and pick it up. It looked like the way he went over to it, I think.
So dead ball. Well, you mentioned John Neal's name.
It wasn't Neal. He was over there by himself. He must have told the ref what a good job they were doing or something, because that's the only thing that could have happened. There was no other.
You think that's,
unless he taunted the sideline or something maybe, but I don't know why you would do that. I didn't see him do anything, but just super weird. I don't know.
So it's going to move the ball all the way back to the 40, which would have been good field position.
All right, so if maybe Trail can hone it in here and get the offense clicking again. So when in doubt, hand it to Roop, right? So you go for 5 touchdowns. What do we call that?
Well, we might find out. Nope, he's going to be drugged down after a big pickup of
about 18. There's another flag.
Face mask, maybe a face mask or a horse collar.
He did go down awkward. It might have been a horse collar, but
so he picks up 19 there on the run and may get another 15 on top of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
He's going to be approaching the 200-yard mark soon.
Yeah, they still. If I had quicker math.
It was a face mask. So that's going to move it down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, so now you're trailing set up in a sweet spot here to possibly do some damage and add to this lead and kind of get your groove back here to
feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it's getting a little sloppy.
On the right side here, and that's what they do. He's got a hole. He's up across the 20. Inside the 10-5, end zone, Jaden Roop. That is cinco for those English speakers at home.
They do not have an answer for Roop. They have proven that. So that was 25 yards out. 26 yards out officially. I will do a quick tally on Roop's total yards here in a second, but 5 TDs is how long's it been since somebody went for 5 TDs up here?
Have to get out the rule book or the record book.
You get your rule book out too.
We could
use it. We'll take it down there.
And for some, we're going to go for 2.
What? Why would?
Yeah, no, it won't. And we got a little confusion as Johns runs off, and he's just faking y'all out.
Johns is coming back. I don't know. Do you go for 2 here to practice your 2-point?
They hand it off to Jake Ewing, and Jake Ewing runs over a man.
Running over people like he does. So, all right. We'll take 43-13.
So 1:27 to go. What was that? That was a 2-play drive, went 60 yards. He was slung in the end zone. I don't know if maybe.
What? But we would line up to go again if it's dead ball.
After the play.
I don't know
so
what
Ewing must have scored and said something after the 2-point.
Yeah, he's going to be in the courtroom.
Because it looked
he's going to be in the courtroom tomorrow for that one.
I'm guessing
he'll have to speak to a
he
judge
would be dealing with the
one.
judge and the jury all at one time. Yeah, it looked like he got the worst end of that deal because he got harassed, and I thought it was a little bit of extracurricular after, but then he come away with 15 yards on top of his 2-point conversion. So, nonetheless, Trail gets 2 points, but that's going to be assessed on Bennett's kickoff.
And that's some things.
Take them all the way back.
That's the third unsportsmanlike penalty in a closer game. That's
stuff you don't want to see late in the season because you go into playoff time, you can't be every yard's going to be crucial. So got to definitely clean that up. And I mean, you'd like to think you can learn that from watching the film, but I
don't think you're going to be able to do your watermelon kick here. You're going to try to pin this one.
Yeah, you got to try to get some distance.
So Trail will kick from their own 25 here.
Love you, kids.
This one's a high kick, and it's going to be hard to handle. And it's on
the
ground.
Oh.
Somehow that ball went right back to him.
Wow, he did a good job to cover that thing up quick. Tolliver was heads up because, that thing squirted loose, and then Trail's defenders were coming in hot, and they were right there, and he kind of hopped back on it real quick. So that was a good kick. It was deceiving because it was high, and it didn't have a distance you wanted, but he just wasn't able to quite judge where he needed to pull it in from, and he pulled it in low. Kind of hopped out of his hands.
Position,
42-yard line.
And honestly, on those watermelon kicks, that's about where they've been starting around the 40.
Right.
It's penalty didn't hurt them too much.
It's 5 to 10 yards deeper than an onside attempt. So
Liberty back on offense where they have back-to-back touchdowns, and a lot of that was through the air, set it up.
You see if Trail's defense will settle down a little bit here and just
won't get a timeout by somebody. Liberty calls a timeout there. So their first timeout of the second half. Gives us a time. We appreciate all our sponsors. A couple of ones we want to give a shout out to that we don't have commercials on. Our Sun Road Creations, with the holidays coming up, reach out to them, which you already got an order. You got up here ready for an order.
I thought I would have it, but I was slow on getting the wording in. So I will have it at the next home game.
So
I can show an example of some of the stuff they do.
So Sun Road Creations, contact them for all your woodworking and homemade gifts and goodies. Also, Bear Mountain Cabins and Campground over in Fayetteville, 304-573-CAMP, 304-573-2267, and www.bearmountaincamping.com. So Liberty calls a timeout there before we even get this drive going. They will have 1st and 10 at their own 42, looking to go for 3 touchdowns in a row. They haven't turned the ball over here in the second half, which they did it 5 times in the first half. Workman will have Ellis behind him. Liberty working right to left here on your screen. Fakes the pitch, and he's under all kinds of pressure as Cole hits him initially, but he is cleaned up by, I believe, Gage Johnson, who cleans him up there. Yeah, initially B.J. Cole in there with the contact. So they bring him down for the
lose
second time.
8 yards on that, huh? Yeah, a lot of chaos in the defensive backfield. Looks like that player shaking up, but can't.
Lyman was a little shaken up. He tried to get up and go off the field. So we're going to take a quick break here on Midland Trail Sports Network with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Midland Trail leads at 43-13. We'll be right back after these commercials.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber Company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 1175 Smales Branch Road.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
Departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber Company.
Welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network as Workman pitches it out to Ellis. A little speed option there, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 there. Give up a third and a little more manageable.
Yeah, did some unofficial stat mending, totaling, and Jaden Roop to go along with his 5 touchdowns right now. He's sitting on unofficially 189 yards for the night. It's not a bad night so far to be getting ready to complete the third quarter. Wonder how much longer he'll stay in.
So Workman with about a 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 rolls out under pressure, and Xander Uten brings him down for another sack.
Xander got his second. He's coming out,
and that will
in
do
airplane mode.
That will do it for the third quarter, so that will take us to the fourth quarter. It'll be 4th and long coming up for the Raiders after these commercials.
Athletics.
Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services, such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material delivery such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Right Now Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Right Now Medical Center, excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
All right, welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network as the Liberty Raiders are set to punt. we start the fourth quarter here.
They're set to punt, but will they? This could be the old fake punt.
Oh, yeah?
Fumble Ruski.
No fake. Almost touched
it almost
I don't know how
Swafford.
that didn't hit Swafford.
I don't know if he realized it was there.
So Midland Trail offense will come back out with a 30-point lead.
Are we going to turn the AC on now? we thought it might be sub-zero outside, and the heat works too good.
That heater wouldn't do enough. It's not the biggest heater, but
plus you got all of us hot air balloons in here giving our opinions on this game.
So first and 10 from your own 32.
Where's Coach Chornsby at? Is he down on the sideline, I guess? He's not up on the roof, is he?
He's on the sideline. He's went down on the sideline the last few weeks. So Dickerson dropping back to pass, looking for Johns, and he's got him at the 43. And John just slung to the ground.
Like a rag doll, but he comes up signaling first down. That was a nice drop in the bucket by the race machine.
That one goes for 18. Let's get an official 28. So 33 yards to Johns there. Thought he left that one in the air a little too long, but it was perfect.
Yeah, it worked out.
So first and 10 Midland Trail at Liberty 25.
Good to see him working this passing game some more and making it work.
So Dickerson's going to hand it off to Roop, and he's got running room over the right side, but it is closed up quickly, but he's still dragging defenders.
Gets 7 yards.
What'd you have him at? What, 189?
189. We're going to keep tally as we go.
So that's going to put him at the 20. So that's a 5-yard pickup. That's a
6-yard pickup.
Yeah, we'll give him 6.
Yeah, the 2 is closer to the other stick than if it was 5, it would be in the middle, right? Unless this is some of those chains they were using last week that looked like they were 11 yards long when they measured for Trail's first downs.
Yeah, they got him all the way at the 19, so that's a pickup of 6 there for Roop. Puts him at, what, 195?
195.
They go back to Ewing, and Ewing's still on his feet, running over defenders, trying to drag him, and he's going to be drugged down about the 6.
Oh, he wanted it. He's like, give me the end zone.
First down, Trail.
Trying to make up for. So Ewing went for, what, 13 there on that?
Ball was sitting at the 19. They're going to spot it at the 6. Yeah, so Ewing goes for 13 there. Be first and goal from the 6.
Ewing was churning hard. Let's see who gets to pay this off.
They go back to Ewing, and he cuts it up, and he's in the
Good
end zone.
cut.
4-6.
Nice quick cut that time.
So Jake Ewing.
And he's running straight off the field and back to the sideline.
I didn't do nothing that time.
Wait, there's a flag behind it. No. No, that was a good job. Yeah, I think he's going to see if he can get a little bit of retribution for his 15-yarder the last time on a 2-point conversion. So Trail tacks on another one. We're up to 49-13. Let's see if Bennett can. We're back to kicking traditional extra point here.
Kick is up low, but it looks like it's good.
It is. Bennett. It's money again. So we hit the half 100 mark.
Half a century there.
Hung a half 100 on him so far. And with 10:04 to go, 50-13, and Trail is in cruise control now, but did get a little sloppy there in that third quarter. You felt like they needed to clean it up, and they kind of quickly got it back in control. So that's a little bit of a sign of a good team when they can kind of hone it back in and finish, not take your foot off the gas and let a team hang around. Just go ahead and put them away. So we weren't sure what Liberty was going to be looking like this year, because it seemed like they're a young team and they're trying to build something there, and they definitely had made big strides last year. And I think if it wasn't for missing some key players this week, they probably have even more fight in them. So, but Trail kind of able to get out on them and then do enough early to kind of keep them at arm's length. So going watermelon style squibby, and what's he pointing at? The clock's not rolling?
I forgot to run it.
Oh, the play clock? Was it?
On the extra point.
Oh, okay.
Clock is rolling, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a problem with the, you call it the watermelon style, the lay it flat and then they go for that squib end over end action, and it makes it hard for it to control when it starts rolling.
MSN Sports. The ball's been listening too much West Virginia. Which, how long has it been since it's been the MS?
Well, it is on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. But it used to be the local broadcast, and they do tape delay, and we'd have to stay up until 11 o'clock at night and watch it. You kids probably don't remember that.
So the clock, we are on a running clock now, so this 10 minutes should go by fairly quickly.
Bob's got a transistor radio. He listens to games, so he can tune it in Turkey Creek. There's one hot spot down there where the game comes in.
Jackson Workman runs right into his lineman, and he's going to lose about 4 yards.
Yeah, that's been the theme for the last 3 plays now that Workman's had. It's been a lost yardage play, so he's going to lose 3 there, it looks like. So he's hurting his rushing total all of a sudden.
So Workman back down to 30. Mark him at 34.
How many takeaways did Trail's defense have? Did we say 5
officially? Workman will keep this one over the left side, and one of his better runs. He gets down. He's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, he got a good solid 9 that
you
time.
Got some subs. You do got some subs in on that Midland Trail defense.
Yeah, I saw.
See that.
Yeah,
I believe Keeney's in there. Ben Keeney in.
And
63 there. 63 is Gage Eads there on the defensive line.
Yeah, Quincy Jenkins in pursuit over there as well, number 8.
Yeah, you still got your starting secondary besides Stevens, who went out injured earlier in the second half.
Yeah, hadn't been able
to creep up, and Workman's going to fight through, and he's going to get the first down.
Stevens is down here on the sideline. He doesn't have his helmet on, but still in his football gear, and he's not aided by any crutches or anything. He's just kind of taking it all in. So 62's checking out.
Yeah, we had a little bit of an injury, so they're.
Oh, is that what? Okay, he's running off. All right, 55 comes on, and
so 1st and 10 for Liberty. They trail 50-13 here in the 4th quarter. Workman not in a hurry at all.
No, it's like.
Handed off to number 24 there, and he's brought down by Ben Keeney. That was Jaden Accord.
The Keeney man coming in there.
Give him a pickup of about 2 there. First time we've seen Accord carry the ball.
Yeah, I don't have him recorded yet.
I think Liberty's just ready to get back to Glen
Daniel
and recoup.
This would be a good clinic on how to milk the clock if you were in your 2-minute offense.
Workman got some running room, and nice tackle there by John Neal, as he knows he's got a little size disadvantage there, so he goes low.
Come firing
and I think
low
he took the brunt end of that one, unfortunately. Could be about 3rd, 6, 7 here. Workman a little bit of a hurry up here, and then slows it down.
Braxton County did win, it sounds like.
County.
Were they in overtime? Was that the
It
one you
was in
reported?
overtime, yeah. Workman dropping back to pass. He's got time. He's going to keep this one himself. Max White looking for the tackle. But
Workman.
And Workman lowers the shoulder on Neal.
It looks like they are going to give him first down before he skirted out of bounds. So, yeah, it looked like Max White had him teed up there, but then he made contact, and Workman was able to just kind of slip off of him and then string it out to the sideline enough to get that first down. They keep this drive alive. Trail's still subbing some folks in as Neal's coming out with a little bit of dead arm, it looks like. Maybe a shoulder stinger.
Well, he got a little banged up on that tackle on Workman on the previous play.
Yeah,
and
2 plays ago.
Laid the wood on that one. Goes back to a cord, and he is stuck by Max White there at the line of scrimmage.
Max White, the heat-seeking missile in there to blow that play up for no gain.
So 2nd and 10, clock rolls under 5.5 minutes here. Except we will next week we'll be pretty busy. We'll have the 4 games tomorrow here on the Midland Trail Sports Network and on Facebook and YouTube for the SEYFL Little League. And we'll be back here Thursday for the middle school Southern 10 Championship.
6 o'clock kick.
6 o'clock kick for that. Quick pass out to Daniels, and he ain't going to get much. And then next Friday, Midland Trail travels to Greenbrier West. We're still getting official word if we're going to be audio only there or back on video. I think should stand a good chance maybe to get on video.
Yeah, what was the deal the last time we got to do video the last time we were there
for $500.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They just charged us money.
A lot of money.
And they do understand that that's reciprocal, right?
Yeah.
That they next year if they want to do video, do they do live
they have
stream?
They do live stream on a channel, Greenbrier Valley channel. So do a good job with that.
Good fake.
Workman's going to get stuck there by White. White in the Greenbrier Valley channel picked up all their games this year. But unlike James Monroe, they don't charge.
Right.
Theirs are free to watch.
Right. Okay. That's a James Monroe thing that put it behind the paywall for an $8 pay-per-view fee.
West is off tonight for one of the. I mean, it's like almost ever since about midway mark of the season, everybody Midland Trail's played is coming off a bye.
Right. Which is usually not equitable for Trail because they get to scout you and they get to rest. But
so 4th down, Workman looking to pass. Aiden Foster coming, and Case and Knuckles is going to bring him down.
Yeah, he's got plenty of help. So
be another turnover on downs.
Yeah, good job by the defense to hold up. And some of these subs in are creating some havoc still on that Liberty offense. I thought we had a player shaking up. Looks like he got up there. So, yeah, Trail will take over about the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line. So, 3:31 on this, 3:34 on this fourth quarter clock.
Midland Trail going to go into victory formation with 3:28. Yeah, that's real. I mean, you can run with the running clock. You can run the majority of this off.
Yeah, and I guess the only bad part is Root may not make it over 200.
Yeah, well, your stats are unofficial, but they're pretty good on the turf.
Yeah, I can see a little bit better. I will do a quick tally up, and we can kind of go back over these when the game wraps up, or I can start tallying now because the action is going to be pretty much what it's happening.
So
right
Midland
now.
Trail will move to 7-1 and one step closer to guaranteeing themselves a home playoff game. Liberty will fall to 2-6. Take another knee there. They're probably going to have to give the ball back. Probably about a minute 10, minute 15 to go.
Hot chocolate concession stand. They said they got a hot chocolate stuff. Went down and get you some. Hey, while you down there, said they got a hot dog and more. They got all down there. Stop and get you some.
So 3rd down, and I don't think they would even punt. They probably just kneel it again on 4th down, and be about minute 10 or so, minute 5 when Liberty gets the ball back here. Said coming up for Liberty, their last 2 games had their schedule over here, so they will be at home next week against Summers County and they will finish the season at Wyoming East. So they will bring no, I think they're just bringing the defense on. Just going to maybe – I don't know what they're doing, honestly. They're going to let somebody punt.
7?
Somebody else is punting. That's Shrewsbury that's going to punt.
It did all those. Okay, I got you. Dan has an app. He took a picture of these stats, and it totals the numbers up, but it didn't differentiate. It added up the player numbers, their jersey numbers. He came up with 516 total yards. Pretty good night.
Shrewsbury gets a nice punt off. Oh,
wow.
It takes a nice bounce.
That may go. That's going to roll for a couple of days. 15-yard line. Wow, that was a masher. What did he get out of that?
So officially 43 yards there. Nice punt there by Shrewsbury. And Liberty really only has to run one more play. Once this ball is set, clock will be rolling again. Rolls under 44 seconds. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight on the Midland Trail Sports Network on Facebook and YouTube, along with whoever. Appreciate New River Network getting it on their networks as well, all theirs, and on the Optimum Cable channels. I give it to Accord, and he is hit by Foster, and that should do it. Will be the last play, it looks like, is I don't think Liberty will run another play. So Midland Trail moves to 7-1.
Let me do it again.
And will be on the road next week against Greenbrier West. Liberty falls to 2-5 or 2-6, and they will be at home against Summers County. So there's your final. Midland Trail 50, Liberty 13. Here in week 9 of the 2025 West Virginia High School football season. We're going to take a quick break, tally up what stats we have. We'll be back with your post-game show and close it out.
This is Dr. Bruce Cassis from the Cassis Dental Center, shouting out to the Midland Trail Patriots Sports Network for bringing us all the action of the Midland Trail Patriot football. Hail Trail.
Lighthouse Worship Center is a proud sponsor of Midland Trail Middle School and high school football and all of our student athletes. Lighthouse Worship Center, a Bible-based, Bible-believing church where we can learn together, worship together as we do life together with the direction of God. Lighthouse Worship Center, 1175 Smales Branch Road in Hyco. Call 304-658-3370. A proud supporter of Midland Trail Athletics.
Southern Sons Demolition and Lawn is a proud sponsor of the Midland Trail Patriots. Southern Sons offer a variety of outdoor services such as excavation, lawn care and landscaping, tree removal, material delivery such as mulch, stone, sand, and more. Serving Fayette, Nicholas, and Raleigh counties. Licensed and insured. Choose Southern Sons to bring out the potential for your outdoor oasis. Give us a call at 304-575-0050 or 304-658-8182. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Southern Sons, a proud supporter of your Midland Trail Patriots.
Right Now Medical Center proudly offers school-based health and behavior health in many of our area schools. If you or your child needs health care or counseling services, please give us a call for more information. Right Now Medical Center, excellent health care right at home.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all of our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. Credit problems are no problem. We have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletics. A winning combination.
Welcome back to Midland Trail Sports Network as Midland Trail knocks off the Liberty Raiders 50-13 to move to 7-1. And what was at times not the most prettiest. Defense played really well besides a few plays in the secondary, and you did see some of those plays happen once Stevens went out, so I don't know how much that affected that. But offensively, started slow, and I think that's kind of what we talked about could happen after the big win over James Monroe last week, a little bit of a hangover. But they struck that off and really got that offense rolling, really mostly behind Jaden Roop, who had a big night with he had 5 touchdowns, and I believe he went over 200 yards.
235 is what we unofficially have him for. 272 for all of Trail's offense. So the Trail offense rushed for 272, and Jaden Roop was 235 yards of that. So that was good to see by the offense. I got the passing game was working and it was clicking pretty well. Again, not huge numbers for Race, but Race 5 of 12, 131 yards, and he had the touchdown to
Johnson
to Gage, but then he also had
an interception.
He had an interception, and then was there another completed? Was there 2-point? The 2-point conversion was a run by
Ewing.
And then Ewing ran for the other touchdown. So, okay, so Race 5 of 12, 131 yards, and then rushing. Let me see what. Race. I didn't get a couple of his rushes.
His kneel downs hurt his stats a little bit.
Yeah. So I didn't. He had a couple.
But there were some timely runs there. He had
it was huge.
2nd and 18. He ran over that right side and picked up 20.
Right.
And then they had a third. It was 4th and about 14 or 15. He could have forced the issue on a pass there, but he elected to run it over that left side and picked up enough for the first down and eventually score. And I think it just started a little bit slow. I think kind of expected after big win last week against James Monroe, but
yeah, it's good you didn't see a big hangover though, because we've seen teams come out in the past and maybe you underestimate other teams a little bit, and you're kind of flat because you have celebrated a huge win, and that it takes a while for that buzz to wear off, and then it's like, oh, it's game time, and we've been thinking about the week before, not the week ahead, but it seems like they were pretty well focused, and a little bit of sloppy play here and there, and the game, it never was really in the balance to get away
really
from
the
you.
Closest it was when they went for that 4th down in the second quarter, and they turned it over on downs.
Right, because they could have cut it to the 14-7.
But they quickly forced another turnover and got the ball back, and then went down the field and scored. And
that really flipped the game on its end to where you knew you pretty much had it where you want it, because your defense was doing everything it needed to do, was getting takeaways. It just wasn't capitalizing with points on the offensive side. But once you got that going, and then Roop kind of became unstoppable there.
Yeah, they cut it to 22 right there in that third quarter, and it got a little close, but one play later, Roop just went, 58 yards?
Right, he ripped off a big one, and it's just, and then just like that, you got that big playability. So
yeah, we talk. These next 3 games, you come in, you take care of business. You shouldn't have much of an issue winning these games, but you still got to do it on the field. Game's not played on paper. On paper it looks like you should take care of business. You still got to come out here and do it, and they did that tonight.
A lot of emotions going to go into next week. You got to go to Greenbrier West. Greenbrier West got huge revenge on their mind. Now, whether they have the horses to run with you to pay it back.
If you remember last year, West had playoff hopes, and they came here to Midland Trail, and Midland Trail absolutely whipped them.
They sent them back to Charmco, and in rude fashion. So you hope you can go up here and take care of business, but you've got to, like you said, and I think because of the rival that Greenbrier West has become and has been for a long time, I think they'll have Trail's attention. You get this game behind you now. Liberty is just a team that's on your schedule, where West always has a special little extra juice that week leading up to it in practice. So I think these guys will be focused for that, and
West ain't got the best record, but they're still going to get in the playoffs at 4-6. 5-5. The single A is a little watered down,
right?
So they're still got a lot of,
and they would get huge bonus points by knocking off a Midland Trail team with one loss coming in and a AA school.
Yep.
That would pretty much that almost would lock them into home field. Probably not home field, but it would. It would definitely solidify them as a playoff team if they were able to get that one. So that's going to be they're going to have upset on their minds for sure.
Yeah, playoff picture becomes a lot more clear here with 2 weeks left. We'll have a better idea. Like I said, it's pretty much set in stone. You take care of business. You're going to guarantee yourself at least one home playoff game. And like I said, after that, you never know what can happen. Like I said, we talked postseason's all about matchups, depending on what you're going against. If you're going against a run-heavy team, you probably feel pretty good no matter who you're going against. They've stopped the run pretty well. Passing can be a little shaky at times.
Right, you definitely got work to do on your in your defensive backfield as far as shoring some things up for that. Because you'd hate to get against somebody that's a run and gun kind of offense that's just going to fling it all over the place, because that's going to give you some fits, especially if they get the ball out quick. Then they kind of neutralize, your Dan Uten pass rush type thing that you've got. Your Xander Uten. Pass
rush out there pass rushing, we're probably in trouble.
That would not be good. So,
so that will do it for us here tonight. I've been missing that thing.
I was wondering where that was at. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors, and again, congratulations to the golf team bringing home the AA state championship, and everybody that tuned in. And
like I said, we'll be back here in about 15 hours back on the air with the SEYFL Super Bowl games. If you can't make it out to the games, it means a lot for these kids, these 5 to 12-year-olds, basically. Big for them to get on this type of stage on this field, and having people that probably a lot of times won't get a chance to watch their games will get a chance to see them in action. And then we'll be back here Thursday, 6 o'clock, for the Southern 10 Conference Championship between your Midland Trail Patriots middle school team, as they will be taking on the Pikeview Panthers. And then next Friday we'll be at Greenbrier West. So for Chad McCune, Rick Lewis, I'm Justin Harrison. We will see y'all tomorrow.
To the Midland Trail Sports Network and your Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales Game of the Week. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, conveniently located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, West Virginia. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales, a proud supporter of our student athletes. Cucumber and Company. Thank you for joining us on the Midland Trail Sports Network.